1, 2, 3, and let's see. Let's see.
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head? Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome one, welcome all to
Iron Man 3.
I'm Mentally Gone Reacts. My name is Kylie Lacerda.
And I'm Gabriella Lopes.
Welcome back, guys, to the Marvel Cinematic Journey.
Yes.
Through the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Welcome.
This is Iron Man 3, 2013, the next installment on our journey to cover the entirety of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes. Yes. And then what comes after this one? Thor?
Thor, The Dark World. I honestly didn't even know that there was an Iron Man 3.
And this is the last, you said this is the last installment of Iron Man.
This is the last, I think it's a trilogy.
Oh, okay.
It like completes itself as a trilogy.
And then we could also do a quick recap of the last Marvel movie we saw, which was the Avengers, Battle of New York.
No, we don't need to do a recap. Nah. Because if you want to watch our Avengers reaction, you can find it on our channel. Respectfully. Respectfully, we are going to just jump into it. Kind of just, but we're fresh off of the events from the Avengers.
Yes.
Obviously, Tony Stark had an existential crisis of sorts, right? He flew the missile into the void, into the Shatari wormhole. Witnessed the vastness and the indifference of the cold void of space.
Yeah.
And survived it, even if his technology failed him in the moments that he needed it the most. And he fell back to Earth, just like Icarus, reaching.
Imagine that, like, all in one movie, he faces all of these, like, cosmic players, right? You have Thor, you have Loki, and you have the Chitauri and the Leviathan monsters or whatever those are, and he's probably like, oh my gosh, I don't have armor equipped for this, because we noticed that he upgrades his armor
with every movie.
Yeah, so
every movie we're introduced to some new kind of like dimensionality
because of whatever last opponent that he faced. So then he starts, taking notes, and he's like, okay, upgrade here.
Which is perfect, right? Because like they use that as a narrative device, obviously to showcase to the audience in a visual manner, right? Like not a metaphorical sense, but in a literal manner, they show the evolution of the character through the suit.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And I'm excited to see how all of their suits and looks evolve and stuff, because that's always a fun part of the superhero journey.
Yes.
Just like we kind of saw Batman upgrading his...
Yeah, from Batman Begins all the way into The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
So that was a trilogy. This is a trilogy. And there's also the Spider-Man trilogy, the Sam Raimi trilogy. And there's the... X-Men is more than just 3, right?
Oh,
X-Men is like a bunch.
Yeah, X-Men. Wow, I haven't seen the Spider-Man ones since I was a kid. Like I don't really remember those at all.
That was the Spider-Man that was relevant when I was a kid. The Tobey Maguire one. Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
The meme scenes.
The first one or the second one I think I saw when I was like 6. Whenever it came out.
I just remember.
I don't know how old I was when it came out, but I haven't seen it since. I haven't seen it in years, decades.
Ready then to get into this?
Ready?
Put your heart in.
Ready, Freddy? We got to turn it on. Usual procedure, guys. Jarvis, activate reaction mode. All right. And also special shout out to the people on Patreon.
Yes. And thank you for all of your support. And thank you to everyone on our YouTube community for all of the comments. We really appreciate it. And it definitely keeps us going. There's a lot of comments that we see that like actually make us kind of stop our day and read it. And just really think about the impact of these videos and what they mean to us and to everyone watching it. And so we're really excited to continue sharing and embarking on this journey together, and starting with this Iron Man 3 film.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Alrighty.
Hallelujah.
I'm just put this aside.
Hallelujah.
Right over here. Oh, and before we start, the most exciting part. If you stick around until the end of this video,
yeah, we almost forgot.
we will be spinning the
Mentally Gone Wheel of Fortune.
The Mexican Wheel of Fortune. So
Is
we're
that
not
the
going to
official name for it? I don't even know.
I don't
help
know.
us name it in the comments.
help us find a name for the wheel. But the way that this works is Callie has chosen 7 movies, which I marked with a little orange circle.
Mm-hmm.
And I've chosen 7 movies, which I marked with a little red heart. And we have our little logo right here. And at the end of this video, sometime toward the end or at the very end, like wherever we
Sometimes
choose.
towards the end.
Yes, wherever we choose to place it at the end, after the reaction, we are going to rock, paper, scissors, shoot, decide who gets to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on will be our next reaction tomorrow after this one.
Yes.
So that's the whole idea. And every day we'll switch out our options, but it's going to be
films, fresh recommendations from Patreon, from YouTube comments, personal kind of like choices, the movies that we've wanted to see for a long time, movies from our childhood, revisiting things that maybe we saw when we were 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, and seeing it through fresh adult eyes.
I know that,
and like all that stuff.
Because like I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas here, which Callie
I've never seen.
Has never seen it, and I love that movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Know that it's Jim Carrey's breakout role, right? It's the thing that made him, because of his expressive face.
Is it his breakout one?
I don't think it was his breakout one. I think it was one of like the big Jim Carrey movies, right?
I remember this weird Jim Carrey movie where his head is coming out of an elephant's butt. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
I just remember that scene because as a kid that like traumatized me. I had no idea what was going on.
Well, that's the thing with Jim Carrey. He is not Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey doesn't exist. I follow the actor's philosophy.
Yes.
I think he has an interesting spiritual take. Similarly, I also follow Dwight Schrute, Rainn Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Rainn Wilson with the Spiritual Boom podcast, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting dude. Very interesting takes and perspectives. And so, yeah.
And here we are now following this Robert Downey Jr. guy on this role that he plays in this movie here.
And let's see where everything goes. So the special thank you to everybody on Patreon, just like you said. On Patreon, you can sync up your copy with ours. We provide the timestamps, and it'll feel like we're watching it together. I'll do a 3-second countdown for everybody to sync up their copy, and we will begin. All right. So 3, 2, 1, and as always on this channel, we are known for taking notes.
Oh, yeah. Ever since the beginning.
Ever since the very beginning.
We had like little notepads, but we've been upgrading.
That even mean? Doesn't matter. I said it because he said it. So I'm going to start again. Let's track this from the beginning.
Here's the story.
And all
Night and everything here.
inside
And outside.
with blue. Can't put any of this on YouTube.
For him
And himself.
and everybody around.
'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue. I love this song.
All drops.
Tony, stop.
This is some FIFA music. FIFA soundtrack.
Who is this lady?
Mr. Stark. Oh, Jensen.
Oh, that's the guy from the first movie.
Wow.
Oh, Jensen.
Hey, you're a heart doctor. She's going to need a cardiologist. That's right.
You know who I am.
Yeah, because he referenced in the first movie that he met him at this event.
Oh.
The old days. Never thought they'd come back to bite me.
I have a proposal I'm putting together myself. It's a privately funded think tank called Advanced Idea Mechanics.
She'll take both.
AIM. Advanced Ideas Mechanics.
Or AIM, for short. Do you get it?
I see that because it's on your T-shirt.
Oh no, this feels like a very dismissive interaction.
It's like with a Reddit moderator, you know? This is what every Reddit moderator looks like.
Starting with plants.
For now, yeah. I'm calling it extremis.
Starting with plants.
Dendritic revitalization.
Oh, wow. So it heals.
You're the most gifted woman I've ever met.
Wow.
Oh, what about Pepper? Pepper's watching this like his
Bought it,
mother.
didn't you?
Touching the air right now. Hey, lady, I don't like this at
Hey,
all.
never wear another man's glasses.
Oh man, don't tell me this is his first love or something.
Have you checked the telomerase algorithm?
That's like a delayed reaction, right?
Oh, I thought it was gonna blow up more.
No, I think he's just delayed it a little bit.
All right. I'll see you in the morning. Hey, good night. You good?
Yeah.
Other outside.
Okay, we have a regenerating plant.
That comes with possible side effects. Explodes.
Yeah.
Could either heal you or it could explode.
Oh, look, he left him on the roof. Wow.
On New Year's, too. Damn, it's cold. Late December.
Why did he do that instead of just...
Why am I telling you this?
Oh, he's gonna explode.
Because I had just created demons. After a brief soiree in an Afghan cave, I said goodbye to the party scene. These days, I'm a changed man.
Dudes. What is he doing?
Micro repeater implanting sequence complete.
Ooh, implants.
Hey!
I remind you that you've been awake for nearly 72 hours.
72 hours awake is not good.
Mark 42, autonomous prehensile propulsion.
42. Mark 42.
What? How many suits has he made? Got AC/DC or what?
Oh, we're doing more.
What is going? I don't know if I like this, Tony.
Oh, Christmas time. So it's a Christmas movie. Perfect. Oh.
Oh wait, I did it the wrong way. I'm so I can't. Oh, it's on command.
Because of the subdermal implants he put.
Wow.
He probably put something technological in his veins.
Like a magnet, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty clutch. Oh.
Slow it down just a...
Oh my god, he's gonna get decapitated over here.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
I don't have one of those and that hurt me.
I don't know, it was a Christmas movie. What the heck?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nice save, nice. With the superhero landing to
10 out
top
of 10.
Damn, this is Mark 42. That's crazy.
Didn't think it could get any worse. Then I had to go and turn on the TV.
Uh-oh. What's this?
That's when he happened.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher.
Is this real?
9 hours ago, the Ali Al Salam Air Base in Kuwait was attacked.
I did that. President Ellis, you continue to resist my attempts to educate you, sir. And now you've missed me again.
Oh, it's a scarecrow. It's a symbol.
And you'll never see me coming.
Some of the frightening
The
developments.
American airwaves were hijacked.
The nation remains on.
Find the Mandarin have so far proved unsuccessful.
The Mandarin.
I know him as Colonel James Rhodes. The American people will soon know him as the Iron Patriot.
Rhodes.
Wow, look at that suit.
And they also renamed him Iron Patriot.
Even his shirt is red and blue.
Was a little too aggressive, all right? This sends a better message.
War Machine, Iron Patriot. Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
Mandarin.
But is he American or is he from another country? Because
He speaks pretty good English.
Do you mind signing my drawing?
I loved you in A Christmas Story, by the way.
He looks like one of those vintage actors.
After New York, aliens, come on. It's not
superhero business.
No, it's not, quite frankly. It's American business.
oh, that's like those little coloring papers that they give you at the restaurants when you're a kid.
I like Applebee's and Fridays, right?
I used to like those. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's having a... Oh, that was trippy. That kid's scary. To whisper something like that? Like that traumatic? Oh shoot, this is like his car. Oh man.
Check the heart, check the, is it the brain?
A sign of cardiac anomaly or unusual brain activity.
Wow.
My diagnosis is that you've experienced a severe anxiety attack.
I've had those. The hyperventilation, the tachycardia, the dissociation.
The insomnia.
Insomnia, 72 hours awake.
So you're suggesting that I replace the entire janitorial staff with robots?
The human element of human resources is our biggest point of vulnerability. We should start phasing it out immediately.
He doesn't have the mullet anymore.
Yeah.
The same guy?
Really great.
Oh, it's the guy from the beginning?
His name was Killian too.
Oh, I didn't get his name.
Oh no, we have a threat. Here's the demons. Wow.
Wait, hold on. That's the universe. My bad. That's...
As within, as without. As above, so below.
Come on.
Oh, I don't like this. Toady! Where's Toady?
Oh no.
Now, Extremis harnesses our bioelectrical potential. This is essentially an empty slot, and what this tells us is that our mind, our entire DNA in fact, is destined to be upgraded.
Huh. So the black hole is not the absence, it's the potential. Interesting.
Hello? Is this for head of security?
What?
You know, look.
This is for head of security.
What's going on? Fill me in.
All right, so she's meeting up with the scientist, rich guy, handsome, Aldrich Killian. We actually met the guy back, where were we, in 99, the science conference?
Killian, no, I don't remember that guy. Of course you don't remember. He's not a blonde with a big rack.
First it was fine, they were talking.
He's showing her
His big brain.
Whoa. Pause.
See?
Look at what? You watching them? Flip the screen, and then we can get started.
I'm not a tech genius like you. Just...
He's like...
Is this a new iPhone? What is
The guy
this?
really shifty.
You know, I invited Tony to join AIM 13 years ago.
Oh, so it was him. You're right.
Tear me down. And as my father used to say, failure is the fog through which we glimpse triumph.
That's very deep.
I'm sure I'll see you again, Pepper.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Tony needs to get in his suit and he needs to get on over here.
I don't trust this guy because he knows too much about the brain. Even that little move was probably to activate some part of her brain.
Yeah.
And it worked because now she's going to go think about it in her office or something. Oh, license plate.
Yeah, and he used to ask her out, is what she said. Before he was
Product placement.
Suddenly handsome.
Sponsored by Audi.
Okay, Audi's cool.
Oh.
What is that? What is that, like Mark 15?
Yeah.
Mark 42.
She doesn't even know how many he's made.
I don't know how I could have missed that Christmas present. Is it gonna fit through the door?
And I got a team of guys coming tomorrow. They're going to blow up that wall.
Okay.
To get it through.
So why don't you lift up that face mask and give me a kiss?
Geiger counter, something like that.
What the heck?
This is a new level of lame.
She was flirting with the robot.
Just me and we were just hosting.
With his shell.
I didn't know if you were coming home or you were having drinks with Aldrich Killian.
Ooh.
I'm going to bed.
Come on.
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm a piping hot mess. It's been going on for a while. I haven't said anything. Nothing's been the same since New York. You experience things, and then they're over, and you still can't explain them.
Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man in a can.
The only reason I haven't cracked up is probably because you moved in.
It's true. It's true right here.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay.
You're gonna join me.
Whoa.
Better.
Whoa.
He's
been having trouble sleeping, battling these demons, wondering what's the thing that keeps him breathing.
Oh,
Is it money, fame, or neither? Oh, I've been through that. I've been through sleepless nights.
Tony.
I know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
What the?
Oh, because he went into defense mode in his sleep.
And it activated his suit?
Yeah. It like triggered his threat
response
detection.
Yeah, it's PTSD for sure. He's traumatized severely.
That's really sad.
That kid just whispering, you know, how did you survive the wormhole? It was so creepy though.
Sorry, the wormhole.
Hey, how did you survive that, huh?
Oh no, what is this?
Can you regulate?
Who is this guy?
Who are all these suspicious people?
I know, like, too many new characters.
It's a decent batch. Don't say I never did nothing for you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh! Oh. What the heck is going on with his face? Whoa.
What you doing, buddy?
Ooh. Oh, this guy's on the same thing.
What the heck?
Oh, it's the thing that he was talking about that regenerates.
Wait.
Look.
Wasn't that the girl's idea?
It was the girl's idea, you're right. But then he mentioned extremists, and he said extremists to Pepper Pot. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! What in the... Is that Happy?
Yeah, that is.
Oh no, he's not happy anymore. Oh.
Wait a second. I just have a theory.
This one's dark. Ah.
They are associated with the terrorist guy, is my theory. And these are the bombings that are happening.
Huh. So it's like the crack epidemic where the government supplies the epidemic and then supplies the solution to it.
Look! Or maybe not, but...
Story about fortune cookies. They look Chinese. They sound Chinese. But they're actually an American invention, which is why they're hollow.
Well, that I kind of knew.
My disciples just destroyed another cheap American knockoff. The big one is coming. Your graduation.
This is obviously playing off of the Bin Laden tapes.
Yeah. And like the 2001 terrorists.
Yeah, the terrorist attacks.
We're hoping he'll give us the reaction. His reaction to the latest.
Happy is a great security. He should be a private investigator.
Yeah.
When is somebody gonna kill this guy? Just saying.
Uh-oh.
What do you want? My name is Tony Stark, and I'm not afraid of you. There's no politics here. It's just good old-fashioned revenge. There's no Pentagon. It's just you and me. And on the off chance you're a man, here's my home address: 10880 Malibu Point.
You don't want to give away your address, I think.
Fill me.
Why did he give his address? That was really bold. It's like he's traumatized, but then he's also has to test out his new developments, right? Wow,
he's like remaking the crime scene.
Accessing satellites and plotting the last 12 months of thermogenic...
I'm like dumbfounded.
Take away everywhere that there's been a Mandarin attack. That. You sure that's not one of his?
It predates any known Mandarin attack. The heat signature is remarkably similar.
That's two military guys. Ever been to Tennessee, Jarvis?
Creating a flight plan for Tennessee.
Are we still at Ding Dong? We're supposed to be on total security lockdown. Come on, I threatened a terrorist. Who is that?
There's only so much I can do, sir, when you give the world's press your home address.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's smart. Oh, it's the girl.
That's the same girl?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Oh, great. We got...
hey, this is Pepper's home now.
Okay, look, I need to be alone with you. Someplace, not here. It's urgent.
Normally I'd go for that sort of thing, but now I'm in a committed relationship. It's... Yeah, it's Maya Hansen. Old botanist pal. I used to know. Barely.
Oh, it has boobies, the rabbit. I just realized the rabbits have boobies. Yo, we got a reunion here for the holidays, huh? Awkward.
Not normal?
Sadly,
Yes, this is normal.
It's very normal.
It's a big bunny. Relax about it.
We need to worry about that.
Oh, whoa. A missile. How are you so nonchalant? What the? Whoa.
Oh, no.
Man, that was kind of dumb, right? Like, why would you give your address? Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh, that's crazy, actually. Wow, that's really, really smart. That's really smart.
How did he get it to attach to her?
I guess it just goes back together.
He's like implanting in her sleep.
Yeah, imagine.
He's like, Pepper, you gotta be Iron Woman.
Wow.
Iron Maiden.
I guess screw the X.
I got you.
I got you first.
Wow. What? Why did he attract it here?
It makes no sense. I thought that at least he would have like some form of security in place, right?
Protection. He knew that there was like bombings. Wow, she has to save his ex-lover.
Yeah, like the irony of this, right? As himself, as him.
But that shows their true selflessness.
True. Ah! Almost used her as a shield to get out of the glass over there. Oh, wow. And his house is right on a cliff, too.
It's his whole home. Look, oh my goodness, his whole home.
Does this house actually exist? I would be curious to find out.
Well, not anymore if it did.
Yeah. It's detaching.
Wow. Now it's gonna go get him.
Oh, those are probably 50 caliber. Let's take it easy. Hey, time out. Wait until he puts his suit on. Jesus.
Oh, that's why he was learning like the...
And it's kind of like Tai Chi, right?
Yeah, the movements.
It's like...
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, he just threw a grand piano. Holy shoot.
Suit is not combat ready.
Oh, it's a prototype. Come on,
He has
Tony.
so many other suits.
You got 42 iterations of the suit. Oh no, Christmas is canceled.
The bunny.
The bunny, yes, who's the bunny?
Don't lose the bunny, please.
Oh. Oh, the dunes. Come on. Oh my god, it's like AI.
Ah, it's like everything.
AI doomsday.
Oh my gosh. This is so painful to watch.
Oh my god, the car. Not the cars, not the Audi. Come on.
Look at his house. Look at it. It's like, it's completely in rubble.
Yeah, if you really think about the fact that it's the entire house, that's insane.
Like personal possessions, like
history, right?
Yeah, what about like
Moments.
stuff that his dad left behind for him?
Yeah, sports memorabilia.
This has got to be probably as traumatic as the Battle of New York for him.
Yeah, this is up there, right? Yeah.
It's like another trauma.
Oh, there's water getting in the suit. The suit's not waterproof. Oh
my goodness, I don't understand. Now what?
This guy's always chewing gum. Is it 5 gum?
Sir, take a deep breath.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's actually really cool. Oh my gosh.
What a convenient time now to get the flight power once they've already done all the damage.
His own hand saved them. He saved himself in a way. Oh, he was flying on autopilot. Ah!
Dear, no.
Oh, civilian. Oh. Where are we? Are we in Canada? Oh. This kind of looks like the forest that he fought Thor in.
Oh, where they did Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare in the Park. Oh, he was flying on autopilot. He dissociated. That's what happens.
We are 5 miles outside of Rose Hill, Tennessee.
Oh, he put the flight for Tennessee.
Jarvis.
Ooh.
Jarvis?
Damn. He's got a lot of kinks to kind of fix, right?
Yeah, this is the sloppiest he's been with his suits.
It has been.
Not in a critical way, just observational.
And he's driving his exoskeleton with him in the snow.
But I think that that's probably what happens is if you try too hard to perfect, like perfectionism.
I just stole a poncho from a wooden Indian.
Stole a poncho from the wooden Indian.
It feels like we're going back to his like origin story, like back in the working with the rubble of his suits and stuff.
Back to the cave.
Yeah, back to the cave.
Get you comfy.
To the basics.
You happy now?
We need to get a life-sized version of this, right? Of like a suit.
It would be pretty cool.
Stand it right behind us.
Oh my gosh.
Don't move.
Is that a water gun? What are you gonna do?
Potato gun.
Potato gun. Oh.
I thought this was Tennessee, not Idaho.
Idaho potatoes.
Which happens, dads leave. No need to be a pussy about it. Here's what I need.
Damn, dude.
A watch, a cell phone, pneumatic actuator from your bazooka over there.
I was like, he's pretty good with kids. Never mind.
He's gonna give him a bomb or a bullet.
Pointed away from your face. Press the button on top. It discourages bullying. Deal? What do you say?
Deal.
Deal? What's your name?
Harley. And you're...
The mechanic, Tony.
The way it's shot kind of feels like a fever dream of sorts. Kind of feels like he's talking to his inner child. He's lunging around the carcass of his exosuit, his exoskeleton.
Yeah, and
loses
even
his home, you know?
Even the way he talks about the Iron Man suit is like him talking about himself in the third person.
Yeah, because it's all himself. Jarvis is an extension of himself. It's all manifestations of his psyche.
Oh.
There's a tracking.
Pepper, it's me. Got a lot of apologies to make and not a lot of time, so... I'm so sorry I put you in harm's way. That was selfish and stupid, and it won't happen again.
He's alive.
Pepper's a real one.
What was so important?
Especially for saving his ex.
Yeah.
I think that my boss is working for the Mandarin.
Your boss works for the Mandarin, you think? But Tony says you're a botanist.
That figures. What I actually am is a biological DNA coder running a team of 40 out of a privately funded think tank. But sure, you can call me a botanist.
Think tank, that's what AIM is.
Boss of yours, does he have a name?
Yeah. Aldrich Killian.
Aldrich Killian, yep. Full circle moment.
The master's about to record, and he's a little... Well, you know how he gets. Keep your appointment tonight and call me when it's done.
I don't like this guy at all.
All right, everybody, no talking and no...
I knew it. It's a psyop. It's a military-industrial psyop, man.
So it is connected?
Yeah, basically he hires a guy or he's in cahoots with the guy.
That makes sense because that's what I meant. That's what I asked. It's like, is he American or is he from another country? Because they're... Ah, man.
Or he's sponsoring him to justify then him offering the solution, which is his product, for military purposes, because Pepper implied that. This said militarization of, innovation.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she's married to the most innovative guy ever, right? Tony Stark, so she knows how these things go.
Kind of hoping for something a little more adult.
Oh, my sister used to have one of those. Those like $10 watches.
One day, folks said he went crazy and made, a bomb.
Wow, you can see the outline, shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Tony's shadow.
Do you have medication?
Nope.
Do you need to be on it?
Probably.
Do you have PTSD?
I don't think so.
Are you going completely mental?
Oh, man, you did it, didn't you? You happy now?
What did I say?
Shoot.
Hey!
Doesn't it give the impression that the kid isn't real? That the kid's like a figment of his imagination a little bit?
Yeah, kind of.
See, now you're being helpful.
I don't know, like I'm getting a vibe where it's kind of like his inner child. Like, it's the part of yourself that you don't acknowledge.
That might be the case. Look, where did he go?
Thank you.
Oh,
Well, have a good evening.
you could take Tony Stark away from Iron Man. You could take Tony Stark from Tony Stark.
Yeah, he needs to. I think he unintentionally just flirts with everybody.
You think it's a defense mechanism or it's a form of pathology, perhaps? The compulsive kind of womanizer role?
Mind if I join you?
Possibly. Is that his mom, the kids?
Oh, I thought it was his mom. I'm like, whoa.
I want to know what you think happened.
It's the mom of the military victim who exploded.
Damn foul. Take it. Go.
Oh. She thinks that he's
Miss Davis, your son didn't kill himself. I guarantee you, he didn't kill anyone.
You're not the person that called me after all, are you? Actually, I am.
Oh.
Oh, it's the lady.
Oh, what lady? What lady?
The one he just flirted with.
I know, but I thought she was someone else.
And you are?
Homeland Security. I was hoping.
She's got the same weird face thing that we've been seeing.
Look, see? Yep. Glowing red. Whoa! She's gonna explode! Evacuate the building! Oh!
What is she doing? Oh, she's like a thermal person.
She did 3,000 degrees with her hand and literally just went through the guy's body to get the guy's gun. You saw that?
Oh my goodness, stop.
Oh my god, that was... Oh no, this guy.
What are these people? What are they?
They're like demons.
Oh, because so this is how it's all connected. The lady's plant, whatever she was doing with her plant, is what's happening with them.
Yeah, that's what they're injecting in them. So his ex probably had the initial idea of curing and developing it into a medication and using it on plants first. And then the guy was like, let's use this on people. And then make them into freaking mercenaries, I guess. I don't know.
But some of them survive and some of them don't. But why?
Oh, whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh, he could really use a suit right now. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Tony, what?
Oh my god.
My goodness.
That's scary as
These
heck.
are like
Holy-
demons.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and he said it in the beginning too.
He created demons, he said, right?
Oh no.
He did say that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Literally hell, look.
Oh no.
Oh my god, look at that. That's just scary as heck. Ah! Get it away from me!
I don't like these.
Chicks than you.
I've
Oh my
met hotter
goodness.
chicks than you. Oh my.
Making a cheesy one-liner.
Sweetheart, that could be the name of my autobiography.
I'm really scared.
Oh.
Wow.
All of this without a suit.
Yeah.
Without a suit.
Hey, he's still a brilliant dude.
Now where's the kid, man? Come on, you gotta save your...
Oh. They used to throw shoes on those power lines. Sneakers.
Now we throwing people? Oh, a water tower. Oof. 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's essentially like a portable ocean right there. Gee. It's gonna flood the city. Flood the block.
Oh, the kid.
Mr. Stark, I am so sorry.
No. I think he was trying to say, I want my goddamn file.
Remember what I told you about bullies?
Oh, the secret weapon.
Ooh.
That's the thing about smart guys. They always cover our ass.
Headshot. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Was that lethal?
Oh.
Or is the guy still alive?
You're welcome.
For what? Did I miss something?
Me saving your life.
Thanks, sort of. If you do someone a solid, don't be a yutz, all right? Just play it cool. Otherwise, you come off grandiose.
Take notes here.
You need me. We're connected.
What I need is for you to go home, be with your mom, keep your trap shut, guard the suit, stay connected to the telephone, because if I call, you better pick up. Move out of the way, or I'm going to run you over.
He's good with kids.
Yeah, in his own way, yeah.
So now you're just gonna leave me here, like my dad?
Yeah.
Never mind. He's not good.
Guilt tripping me, aren't you?
I'm cold.
I can tell. You know how I can tell? Because we're connected.
Yeah, never mind. He's kind of a douche. He's kind of the douchebag. Right?
Yeah, but this kid is playing into it. I don't know.
This kid reminds me of Tony Stark a little bit.
How does that not kill them? So what kills these things?
Ah, they're like translucent. They're their skin.
It goes with any decor.
Oh.
What happened to picture? Go to override.
Now we
Oh,
know it's
no.
all fraud.
Override to Los Angeles.
Damn, even at the gym.
I don't know. It's in all of our.
Hey, my favorite team is on.
I know.
I think you should see this.
God, not again.
So it's not a government-funded psyop, because they still interpret it as real, right?
Mr. President, meet Thomas Richards.
Oh.
Thomas here is an accountant for the Roxxon Oil Corporation. I'm gonna shoot him in the head. Live on your television in 30 seconds. Number for this telephone is in your cell phone. America. If your president calls me in the next half minute, Tom lives.
Nope.
How did he hack my phone?
No. Okay, we got an honorable president. It's definitely fiction.
Hey, now what?
Oh, he called and he shot him anyways. Okay. So that shows that he doesn't want to play any.
I'm so confused.
There's just one lesson left, President Ellis, so run away, hide, kiss your children goodbye, because nothing, not your army, not your red, white, and blue attack dog can save you.
Okay.
I thought that this was supposed to be just a front.
Sir, we tracked the broadcast signal. We have a possible point of origin in Pakistan, and the Patriot is ready to strike. Right now. Yes, sir.
The Iron Patriot is going to track him down. I like how Tony just accepted that his technology has to be given over to the president, to the government. There's a version of him, right, that's employed by the government.
Yeah.
The Iron Patriot. Oh, MIA, missing in action and aim.
Wow.
This is what Obama did when they got bin Laden.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Wait, we both said at the same time.
Your redesign, your big rebrand, that was AIM, right?
Yeah?
I'm gonna find a heavy-duty ComStat right now. I need your login.
It's the same as it's always been. War Machine 68.
And password, please?
War Machine rocks with an X, all caps.
So much better than Iron Patriot.
Oh, he's like War Machine. Yeah. War Machine. He looks like a cowboy.
He's really fitting in. Oh! R.I.P. Stanley. R.I.P. Sir.
That ain't gonna cut it.
That was us with Optimum.
The speed.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know who... Mom, I need to call you back. Something magical is happening. Tony Stark is in my van.
Keep it down.
Tony Stark is in my van.
No, he's not.
Still alive?
Come on in closer. Shoot. It's okay.
Oh, good. Can I just say?
What do you want? Yeah.
What do you want?
Pattern my whole look after you.
With the goatee. I just realized.
I make things awkward for you, but I do have to show you. Boom!
Oh my god.
I had them do it off a doll that I made.
A doll that I made. What?
I got an issue. I'm chasing bad guys, trying to grab a little something from some hard crypt data files. I don't have enough juice. Tony needs Gary.
And Gary needs Tony.
Be quiet about it.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. He's got a fan working with him. Nice.
And he does things so quick, too. He's like...
Yeah, in these movies, there's always like...
Especially him. He does this all day.
Well, I think that'd be the day I decided not to let my injury beat me. Can you please state your name for the camera?
Ooh.
That's the lady.
Wow.
Injections are administered periodically.
Of course.
Ooh.
You are the next iteration of human evolution.
Everybody, before we start, I promise you, looking back at your life, there will be nothing as bitter as...
So she regenerated her arm.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
That must be a pretty big deal.
Oh, wow. Wow. Ah, that one's gonna explode.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
I knew it. That one's...
But how do they know who's gonna explode and who doesn't?
I think it's by how well they receive the like medication.
Stuff doesn't always work, right, pal? It's faulty, but you found a buyer, didn't you? Sold it to the Mandarin.
Before he built rockets for the Nazis.
Nazis.
Werner von Braun dreamed of space travel. He stargazed. Do you know what he said when the first V2 hit London? The rocket performed perfectly, just landed on the wrong planet. See, we all begin wide-eyed, pure science. And then the ego steps in.
You can't be too hard on yourself, Maya. I mean, you gave your research to a think tank.
Yeah, but Killian built that think tank on military contracts.
Military contracts. Always the culprit.
Can she be trusted?
You're like, what if she's injected with that thing? Oh, whoa, oh, oh.
Hi, Pepper. So you want to tell me why you were at Stark's mansion last night?
I'm trying to fix this thing. I didn't know you and the master were gonna blow the place up.
The master?
Oh my God, she's not trusted. Oh my God.
Well, maybe she is, and she's...
A triple agent?
Maybe, because she was just befriending Pepper.
Have you ever heard of a sociopath?
I don't know.
Rule number 1, never trust exes.
Iron Patriot on the job. Happy to help. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure.
Ah! Oh my God, overheated the suit.
Oh, this is like escalating. I think this is the darkest Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
How much you had?
2 or 3 balls.
Can you still see straight?
Sort of.
That means you're fine. Give me Jarvis.
Jarvis, how are we?
It's totally fine, sir. I seem to do quite well for a stretch, and then at the end of the sentence, I say the wrong cranberry.
I say the wrong cranberry.
I was able to pinpoint the Mandarin's broadcast signal.
Far East Europe, North Africa, Iran, Pakistan, Syria. Where is it?
Actually, sir, it's in Miami.
It does say Miami, Florida.
Panic attack.
Oh God, not again.
Tony? Are you having another attack? I didn't even mention New York.
Right, and then you just said it by name while denying having said it.
Triggers. Like you can't control it. It's your body's visceral response.
Really, just breathe. You're a mechanic, right?
Right.
Why don't you just build something?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
That's how you get your power back, right? You take action and do what you know and what you can. Oh yeah, we're on our serial killer at a department store vibes.
Do some Christmas shopping while we're at it.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know you could do this at Home Depot. We should go to Home Depot after this. Try it out.
Make the list. What's the full list?
I got a very interesting shopping list that may or may not be flagged by the government. I'm on the list now. I went to Home Depot.
But that must have been a great wake-up call for him. He's like, wait, I don't just need that suit.
Yeah, like, why am I panicking?
I'm Tony Stark. Like,
yeah. Look, this is some Assassin's Creed right here. Woof.
Ooh.
You know what this reminds me of? Agent Cody Banks.
It better not land on that movie if we're already watching this one here.
I added Agent Cody Banks to the wheel.
Oh, a bomb ornament is funny.
Oof. Wow. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Do it yourself. Iron Man.
Why is it so hot in here?
Let me tell you something, sweetheart. I am not your personal...
Oh. If it's all staged, did he actually shoot the guy? Or was that also staged?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because that confused me.
And look, there's like beards. You saw there's beard makeup, prosthetics.
Ooh.
Well, I wouldn't go in there for 20 minutes. Nessie, did you know that fortune cookies aren't even Chinese?
There's some guy over here.
They're made by...
Hey!
Bloody hell, bloody hell.
Don't move.
You want something? Take it. Although the guns are all fake because those wankers wouldn't trust me with the real ones.
What?
Where's the Mandarin?
Oh,
Where is it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's here. He's here. But he's not here. He's here, but he's not here. What do you mean? It's complicated.
Wait, I'm confused. Is there two of them? What's going on?
Maybe twins. Oh.
No, it's him. It's him.
Oh.
He's being a buffoon.
What are you, decoy? You're a double, right?
What, I mean, not understudy? No, absolutely not. Don't hurt the face. I'm an actor.
Ah, he's an actor.
The Mandarin, see, it's not real. They approached me about the role, and they knew about the drugs.
What did they say? They get you off him?
Said they'd give me more.
Who's they?
Did you just
AIM?
nod off?
The thing was, he needed someone to take credit for some accidental explosions.
Yep. Okay. That explains it.
Ooh, that's what I thought.
Aldrich, right? Aldrich Killian.
Killian.
He created you.
He created me.
Custom-made terror threat.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Think tank thinked it up. The pathology of a serial killer. The manipulation of Western iconography.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. Of course, it was my performance brought the Mandarin to life.
Your performance? Where people died?
Look around you, costumes, green screen.
I'm sorry, but I got a best friend who's in a coma and he might not wake up. So you're gonna have to answer for that. You're still going down, pal.
Oh, no, not
great.
this weird Caillou.
Are you kidding me?
This is Caillou when he grew up.
Oh, great.
So do we trust that he's an actor, or is this also just to trick Tony Stark?
No, he's definitely an actor. He's acting like a terrorist.
So she's the villain then? Is this one of the like exes destroy your life type of deal that he's dealing with?
Well, he should have never left her without saying anything. So
Just like old times, huh?
what do you mean?
Whoa, that's a little...
A lot's happened, Tony. Extremis is practically stable.
I'm telling you it isn't. I'm on the street. People are going bang. They're painting the walls. Maya, you're kidding yourself.
And help me fix it.
Damn, she still kept on to it. Wow, she held on to it. Oh.
You used to have a moral psychology. You used to have ideals, wanted to help people. Now look at you.
Evil.
I get to wake up every morning with someone who still has their soul.
Wow, soulless. Called her a soulless biatch, right? She's gonna key his car.
That's not gonna make her wanna be any better.
Mm-hmm.
The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse gets the cheese. I'm here to thank you. You gave me the greatest gift that anybody's ever given.
Are they gonna test it on him?
Desperation. If you think back to Switzerland, you said you'd meet me on the rooftop, right? I actually thought you'd show up. And the next hour, I considered taking that one-step shortcut to the lobby. But as I looked out over that city, nobody knew I was there. Nobody could see me. No one was even looking. I had a thought that would guide me for years to come. Anonymity, Tony. Thanks to you, it's been my mantra ever since. The second you give evil a face, a Bin Laden, a Gaddafi, a Mandarin, and the people a target, you're something else.
And you justify production.
Ever since that big dude with a hammer fell out of the sky, subtlety's kind of had its day.
What's next for you in your world?
Thor. Oh!
Desperation.
Wait, that's Pepper?
Body is trying to decide whether to accept extremity.
I don't know, I can't make out the face. Oh!
Oh my gosh.
You can see her clavicle.
Oh my gosh. Why are they doing this? Why?
Really just a lot of pain.
Why did they do that?
Why, give me the injector.
If I die, Killian, what happens to your soldiers? What happens to your product?
We're not doing this, okay?
What happens to you? What happens if you go too hot?
Okay, so she.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh god, just as I was gonna.
A high-level position has just been vacated.
No, she could regenerate, right? Because she probably has the product in her. No?
I don't know.
You are a maniac. No, I'm a visionary. I do own a maniac. He takes the stage tonight.
Wow, manufactured terror to justify the production of a military compound. Who would have thought?
Maybe you're right that she does regenerate. Maybe.
Does that make you immortal then? Does Extremis result in immortality?
I don't. Well, the other lady died, it seems. Oh gosh.
Oh, we'll get you out of there. Don't worry.
I don't like this guy at all.
I'm gonna take the Chinook to base camp.
Come on, do something with your suit. I don't understand.
Oh, that's his Dora watch, you think? Yep. Because my sister used to have one of those, I remember.
think I bought it.
Okay, that wasn't mine to give away. That belongs to my friend's sister.
What are you gonna do to me?
You'll see.
You're zip tied to a bed.
This.
Are you coming out?
Do not open, do not open, don't open. All right, let's go.
Woo!
In
Hey.
a polo. Whoa!
Oh!
He could breathe fire?
He's a
What
dragon.
What? Reptilians.
What's happened?
What the heck? He could breathe fire. That's great.
All right, I'm going to give you a chance to escape. Put down your weapons. Tie yourselves to those chairs. I'll let you live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Oh, this is the new one he built?
Is it the same hand that saved his life? Probably, right? Yeah, this is the one. No, I think this is the one that the kid was recovering.
Oh, is it?
Let him out, kid. Let him out. Let him out. Oof.
Wow. It's literally traveling hundreds of miles.
You're right. I forgot. That's why he asked. It's 500 miles, right? 530 something.
832.
Tony Stark with an Uzi is something I was not expecting. Wow.
Hey, he was a weapons guy before.
Uzis remind me a lot of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We should play that.
Ooh.
Honestly, I hate working here. They are so weird.
That's great.
Nice, nice. Good call.
Ah, better late than never.
And what about Pepper? Like, what's happening to her?
Yeah, like I hope there's a way to remove the thing, right?
Whew, it's good to be back.
Is it a permanent implant?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's no charge.
Ooh, what if he uses the
Iron Patriot?
Yeah.
It seems like it's automatically going, or we're heading somewhere. I don't know where.
Main house, fast as you can.
Somebody I'd like you to meet.
What's this? I had winners.
Ooh.
This guy's always nodding off.
What have you comments?
You make a move, I break your face. This is the Mandarin.
I know it's embarrassing.
Oh, I get it. Ow, that hurt. I get it. I don't know about any pepper, but I know about the plan.
Spill.
Do you know what they did to my suit?
What? No. But I do know it's happening off the coast.
Ole.
Hey, Ringo, didn't you say something about a lovely...
Ringo, because of his ears.
I wonder who I'm calling right now. Oh, that's the vice president.
Hello?
Sir, this is Tony Stark.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
We believe you're about to be drawn into the Mandarin campaign, and we got to get you somewhere safe as soon as possible.
They're using the Iron Patriot as a Trojan horse. They're gonna take out the president somehow. We have to immediately alert that plane.
If need be, they can have F-22s in the air in 30 seconds.
Ooh.
Everything okay, sir?
Couldn't be better.
I don't trust this guy. He doesn't give me trustworthy presidential vibes.
Oh my goodness, that's Jenna Ortega.
What?
Look how young she was.
Oh.
Oh.
The Mandarin said involving the vice president. The vice president wants to do a power coup to take over the president.
For Jenna Ortega. I agree. I understand.
The whole movie is for Jenna Ortega now.
Feel safer already.
Oh no, I feel safer already.
President or Pepper?
Pepper.
Armor is now at 92%.
He's charging his titties.
His pecs.
Yeah. Oh man, the Iron Patriot. Oh, 5 o'clock somewhere.
Get a quick picture. Sure.
Oh man.
Oh, he's in the suit.
Oh, Killian is in it.
Ooh. I don't like this.
Have you ever played that Call of Duty mission where you're inside of this plane? No. Oh, whoo, for the Statue of Liberty. Liberty and security. Oh my God.
Oof. Ooh. Oh my goodness, killing everybody.
Iron Man with a Glock. That's the highlight of the day.
Oh, it's this idiot in the suit.
Do it. Whoa, cool your boots, sir. That's not how the Mandarin works.
Was that Rhodes?
I know that guy too. That was he was one of the dads in Teen Wolf.
Really?
Styles' dad. He's like the cop dad.
This guy's like immortal because he got headshotted.
Who is this guy? What is this guy?
The president.
He's not here. Try the jet stream.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so they chose to save the president.
I suppose, yeah. Oh!
Ooh!
Damn, talk about having a heart-to-heart.
Oh, finally.
Let me have a heart-to-heart with you. Come here.
Oh, look at all the people that are... Oh, my goodness.
If you guys remember the Call of Duty mission where you run through the Air Force One, comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
In the air?
Yeah, like you're on the plane. Damn.
Oh, no, oh, no. How is he going to save all those people? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, my goodness, what do you do?
See that guy? I'm gonna swing by you. Are you just gonna grab him? You got it?
Man, I could never cooperate at this level. I would be passed out like this. I'll be unresponsive at this point. I'm scared of heights. I would never do this shit.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I don't understand. How do you save all these people? How?
If they could all grab hands together. He's trying to connect them, I think. This is usually what they do with like groups of skydivers. They all kind of like come together, but usually they all have parachutes. So in this case, I don't know how he's gonna do it.
Come on. Hold on.
Yeah!
Oh, there's one more. Forgot about.
It's a chunky monkey. Let's get him.
Oh, chunky monkey. Oh god. Oh god. Damn, that was close.
Wow. I hope they could swim, right?
Yeah, like what if they can't swim?
It's like, no, I'm drowning.
Or like, what if there's a shark?
No way they can all swim.
Nice work, guys.
I would be the one that's like, now I'm drowning.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, that's like a comic gag right there.
Some good news, man. I think they all made it.
That's why I was confused. I was like, how is he still in the head?
I know.
The
I was
head
like,
was decapitated.
The house party protocol, sir?
Correct.
House party protocol. Damn, he's already rebuilding it like it's nothing. Do you think he deliberately lets things get destroyed, just like he did with the Avengers Tower that became the Stark Tower, or the Stark Tower that became the Avengers Tower?
I don't know.
Because like there's like a symbolism here, right? Like you allow things to destroy, break some eggs to make some omelets, to rebuild. You know, Batman. You remember Wayne Manor gets burnt down.
Yeah, true.
There's like a parallel here.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, they got. Oh, wow.
Come aboard, Mr. President.
Because it serves as a vehicle, which is what they implied when they first showed Tony getting into it.
I just needed a reason to kill you that would play well on TV. I found myself a new political patron, and this time tomorrow, you'll have your job.
The stakes are the highest it's ever been, right? At this point, like New York getting annihilated versus the president of the United States.
And they're holding their own for not having suits on them. Like,
yeah, so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the most like run and gun that they've been. Oh, they're severely outnumbered. Assuming everybody has a gun. Oh.
Wow.
How symbolic, the president of the United States inside of the
Iron Patriot.
War Machine. The Iron Patriot, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And the War Machine, the original War Machine.
Mm-hmm. Are they carrying flamethrowers? Do my eyes deceive me?
Is your gun up? Yep.
Down my 6, cover high, and don't shoot me in the back.
High, back. All right.
Oh.
He's like, get my 6, Tony. Get my 6.
I know.
You see that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you really killed the glass. I was aiming for the bulb. The bulb at this distance.
He's a professional, man. Don't mess with him.
What'd you see? Too fast. Nothing. 3 guys, 1 girl, all armed.
And they have superhuman strength, too.
One shot.
You're right. We need backup. Yeah, bunch.
Oh, man. They're severely outnumbered.
Is that?
Yep.
Are those?
Yeah.
Ooh, and suits.
Oh, and they look like twinkling stars.
Oh.
Wow. Holy 40-something, right?
Wow.
Wow. Look at that. There's gold. So many iterations.
Christmas, buddy.
Holy smoly.
Oh my gosh.
Jarvis, target extremist heat signatures, disable with extreme prejudice.
Oh, he has to be careful because Pepper, right?
Yeah, they can't attack Pepper.
Take him to church.
Oh
no. Take me to church. Damn, that one looks great.
These are, wow, these are so cool.
Look at that, wow.
Oh.
Oh, they could also blow up. Whoa, damn.
Oh.
Heartbreaker, help Red Sniper out, will you?
And he's commanding them as if they were his children. He's like, help your brother, will you?
It's like he has a suit for each person he's ever met, kind of, so he could go up against them.
Yeah, true.
It's like he has a Thor one, specific for Thor.
He has one that's specific for that other big Iron Man villain from Iron Man 1, right?
Yeah, Whiplash? No, that was the second one?
The first one.
Whiplash?
No. The big guy, the big bald guy.
What was
forgot his name.
What's his name?
But he had that big bulky suit, and that's what we just saw, I think. Damn. Ah, damn. Wow.
Okay, now what? What's the plan?
Oh
man. No.
Oh my god.
See what happens when I hang out with my ex-girlfriends?
Such a jerk.
Yep, we'll talk about it over dinner.
Aw. Wait.
Who is that?
It's the guy.
Damn, he just pops out of nowhere every time. What the heck?
Is this guy bothering you?
No.
Close your eyes. You don't want to see this.
Talk about giving a hand.
Wow, so symbolic. The hand.
The hand that saved Tony.
So metaphorical.
Right? How is she moving? Oh my god.
There's too much going on.
Oh my god, Jesus.
The president? Where's the president? What's going on?
He didn't make that one. He's got to get the next one.
Wow. Jeez. Oh. I don't understand. Like, how did these people get killed? The other guy got killed.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Damn. That was a bold move. Oh my god.
He understands physics. Like
yeah, you have to, right? Yeesh. And he's a good shot. He's a great shot. Look at that. Like he gets the
Yo.
Mr. President, but I'm gonna need that suit back.
And the Iron Patriot has like a machine gun on it, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of a better person to entrust with one of the suits other than Rhodey.
Ready, sir?
What do you mean, Rick?
Secure the president. President secured.
Come on, come on, come on.
Gotcha. Just look at me.
Ah. Oof.
No.
Oof. 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 Oh my god, I got full body chills. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, I'm uncomfortable.
Shame. I would have caught her.
His arm already regenerated, so it's quick, huh?
And they have like superhuman strength and abilities and
Everything, yeah.
I don't understand is my main comment here. I don't get it.
I know, right? Like it's really discombobulated. Yeah, super speed, super strength.
Reflexes. It's like I don't know.
What's the weakness is my question.
Yeah.
And he has a dragon tattoo also. Which explains the fire breathing.
Well, here we are on the roof.
He tried to make it symbolic, huh?
It's so metaphorical.
Mark 42 inbound.
I'll be damned.
Oh.
The sun returns.
Prodigal son returns on Christmas. Let's go.
The prototype one?
The rebirth. Oh, it's clumsy.
Oh.
Whatever. You really didn't deserve her, Tony. It's a pity.
What happened?
Having her
perfect.
Pepper.
She was already perfect.
Ooh.
Look, he's like doing the
He's putting the suit on.
Do me a favor and blow Mark 42.
blow Mark 42.
Wow, like a self-destruct.
Wow. Used his own weapon against them.
So that's the way to destroy them, is to blow them up, is what we could see.
Yeah.
Meeting them with the same power of explosion.
I'm going to say that the statement, Jarvis blow Mark 42, was a little sus, but just want to put that out there. It was a little sus.
Hey, that's AI
He should have
lingo.
said, he should have said no Diddy at the end. He didn't say no Diddy, so I'm starting to question Tony Stark now. Oof.
Look at the Christmas lights.
Oh,
wow.
that's a sick shot right there. Oof. Wow.
And Pepper, where is she?
Did he survive that?
No.
Of course he did.
How?
Because he's the villain.
He's like Two-Faced in Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Mandarin!
Ooh!
Bada bada battery, bada bada battery.
Wait, but she has the powers now?
That's my question. Is it a permanent solution, or can you take it out of your system?
Jarvis, subject for my 12 o'clock is not a target.
I knew it.
I
knew it.
Oh.
The thermal detector.
What? Oh, what, are you mad at me?
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Damn. This is some WWE action right here. Woo. Whoa. Hell yeah, Pepper. Damn. That was a 50 caliber bullet. She just Ronaldo Messi in it.
Damn.
La pelota Messi, la pelota.
Who's the hot mess now?
Still debatable. Probably tipping your way a little bit. Why don't you dress like this at home?
Why do you dress like
I think I understand why you don't want to give up the suits. Am I gonna be okay?
No. You're in a relationship with me. Everything will never be okay.
Let's see. That's what I tell her.
I almost had this 20 years ago when I was drunk. I think I can get you better.
Aw.
He said when he was 28 and drunk. I'm 28.
I'm not drunk, but yeah.
If only I was drunk to be Tony Stark.
No.
Be Iron Man. Whoa!
Wow. It's like fireworks. The fireworks, the New Year's Eve fireworks that the guy was watching from the rooftop.
You're right.
This is the closing circle, full circle.
Wow.
Wow, he's destroying all of his suits.
Fireworks, wow.
Aww.
He's destroying his dependency on the suits.
I know.
So far, you like it?
His over-reliance on the suit.
Yay.
It's a Christmas miracle, man.
And then she goes shh and burns him.
Rips in his
She's
heart.
like, come here, honey.
Oh, it takes out his heart.
My journey had reached its end.
Huh?
You start with something pure, something exciting. Then come the mistakes, the compromises.
Put him in jail. Lock him up.
We create our own demons. As promised, I got Pepper sorted out. Took some tinkering. But then I thought to myself, why stop there?
What is he doing?
People who say progress is dangerous. But I'll bet none of those idiots ever had to live with a chest full of shrapnel. And now, neither will I.
Wow.
That was the best sleep I'd had in years.
He took out all the shrub. So that means he doesn't need the arc reactor anymore.
Aww.
Oh, happy. Damn, he woke up. Oh, he was in a coma. I forgot.
He's like, I don't want to miss
His favorite show. Comment below if we should watch whatever show it is that he's watching.
Downtown Abbey.
Downtown Abbey. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Oh, the kid.
The kid. He better get some memorabilia, right?
Yeah, like some proof, some social proof. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
wow, look at that.
Turned it from like a junkyard garage into a kid's dream right here.
This is a miniaturized version of Tony Stark's lab.
Yeah.
Even with the car. With the car in there, right?
Yeah.
With the robot hand.
He said, your pal, the mechanic.
Oh, man. Rebuild it. Rebuild it exactly how it was again. Just like Bruce Wayne.
Or better, new.
Better. Improvement, secret rooms. Yeah, he doesn't need it anymore. What?
Wow.
Okay.
You can take away my house, all my tricks and toys. One thing you can't take away. I am Iron Man.
Oof.
Ooh, I am Iron Man.
Directed by Shane Black. Screenplay, Drew Pearce and Shane Black.
That's interesting because the first movie, he says, I am Iron Man. Right?
Yeah.
I am Iron Man. And then this one, he says, I am Iron Man. I am. You see the difference in the emphasis?
I am.
I am Iron Man versus I am Iron Man.
Yes. Very true, very true. We got an English major here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if there's post-credit scene, right?
Oh, yeah. The post-credit. How could I forget? Silly old me. Silly me, huh?
I like these shots. I really loved the fortune cookie metaphor. Like I really like that. And I have a lot to say. Oh look, there's scenes from the first movie too, from the first and second movie. See the party?
Yeah, and Yinsen too.
So it's the conclusion of a trilogy.
Yeah.
But one thing that is kind of, I guess, defeats the purpose is that they tried to close out the Iron Man arc, it seems, but then obviously Marvel has so many movies ahead of this.
Yeah, and it continue. Yeah, he, just like you said, it's not that he's like hanging up his suit or anything. He's just stripping away the dependence on it.
So this is showing us the mastery of the Iron Man as a superhero, like him mastering the condition as a superhero.
Yeah, leveraging. There was a lot of fire.
I saw it. It's just a little mosquito.
You got it?
It flew up but I'll get the racket if we need. There's always like some bug coming in here.
I don't know what's going on. It came so close out of nowhere.
But I think it's just the mastery, because then in the other movies, it's going to be him participating as part of the unit of the Avengers, right?
Yeah, but mostly what he learned is embracing like his real strength, which is his like ingenuity and his brilliance and himself as a person.
Yeah.
And taking that away from the suit reliance. Because he could be a genius without a suit, and he's always been so.
But something about just getting it off my chest and putting it out there in the atmosphere instead of holding this in. I mean, this is what gets people sick, you know? To be able to share all my intimate thoughts and my experiences.
He's doing therapy.
It's the weight of it in half, you know? It's like a snake swallow.
Oh,
everything comes.
That's Bruce Banner.
You've been able to help me process.
He's like, doctor, what's going on?
It was, yeah. We were at.
You actively napping?
I drifted.
Where did I lose you?
Elevator in Switzerland. I'm not that kind of doctor. I'm not a therapist. It's not my training.
So,
I don't have
what, the time?
temperament.
Temperament.
My original wound. 1983. All right. I'm 14 years old. I still have a nanny. That was weird.
14 years old. I still have a nanny.
Oh my goodness.
This is incredibly interesting.
That's pretty funny, because he was telling him this whole story probably of like all of the events of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fell asleep. And it's interesting because we had gotten a few comments in the earlier Iron Mans that warned us that this one wouldn't compete with the other Iron Man movies. So I think that, I don't know, I think that that's funny that it put Bruce Banner to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, like you think it's a metaphor for the movie itself? Oh, that's okay. You can leave it. So you think it's a metaphor for the movie itself? It's like the movie puts you to sleep?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, not me, but like, because people have said it's I've seen people commenting that.
Yeah, I've seen those comments.
Because we've like asked people, like, what is your favorite Marvel movie without spoiling us? Like, I've seen a lot of people comment that Winter Soldier is one of their favorites, which is one that we're still going to get to. So but then a lot of people have said that this one is not the best Iron Man movie. And yeah, like that's just funny that they input that little thing at the end there.
I agree with them. I don't think this one is the best. I think it's the least of the three.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Right? Like if you take it as a trilogy, I think that for me, the Batman trilogy was kind of like, it started off a little weaker and then it got really strong towards the end. For me, a lot of people don't like The Dark Knight Rises, but that one for me is like the best out of the three. Obviously, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in the second one was amazing.
Yeah.
But the third one was a nice conclusion. This one, I think it started off really strong. And then it kind of just like shot the bed at the end with the way that it kind of like rounded out. Not that it's a horrible conclusion, but if you take it as like a conclusion to a trilogy, I think it was very discombobulated. I think it was all over the place. I think it tried so many different threads, but then it didn't really resolve a lot of those questions and things.
Yeah, because my biggest question still remains of like, what distinguishes people who were able to fully embody the powers of this thing that they were taking versus the people that would end up exploding? Like that doesn't really get answered. And also like, what is it really? Like what is happening to them? What is happening to them like biologically, like the full extent of it? Like that would have been interesting to learn. Like be able to learn about the process of what was happening.
What happened to his ex?
Yeah,
well, we don't even know if she survived.
She died, yeah.
But she wasn't on Extremis?
No, I guess
was under the assumption that she also injected herself. If Aldrich Killian like did it, then wouldn't she also be on the effects?
And why did he do it? Right?
I think it's power, right? I think it's one of those tropes. It's like the villain from the first movie. I almost had his name. I was gonna say Jambodiah.
Oh, Jedediah? No.
Jambodiah.
Jambodiah.
Jambodiah. But that guy, but the bald guy, he also, has his suit.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things of power. I think.
It reminds me of the Red Skull. In Captain America.
Took the super soldier serum, right?
It's for power. But then that's my point, right? Is that this seems to be more geared towards people who are physically crippled in some way, or veterans is what they were targeting and stuff. So is it specifically the veterans who have too much PTSD that end up exploding?
That's probably it. Yeah.
You think so?
And then it's a parallel for Tony Stark also, who's suffering from PTSD, and then his suits also explode.
Yeah.
So if you push it too far, then you can't really handle it, I guess, right?
Yeah, there's a lot to say though. I think
there's a lot of meat there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of meat on the bone. I just think that for my brain, I think that there's a lot of areas that it didn't really itch. I think that I was just left kind of like who's the kid? Like who's that kid Harvey? For me, when he came on camera, when Tony kind of appeared in Tennessee, in this rural background, it seemed like he was kind of like in a fever dream, or like in some form of kind of like liminal space where he was communicating with Pepper Potts, and he sent out a message just to let her know that he's alive, but that he had to like do something in this liminal space in order for him to then be able to go back to being himself and find his way back. And then this kid pops up, and then he gifts the kid with a miniaturized version of what I assume is Tony Stark's kind of like laboratory, right? So he gives him a version of what he has now with his cars, with his nice cars and his robotics and his mechanics. So I'm under the assumption that it's one of those like Elon Musk was a genius at 10 years old, made a video game, was an engineer, a tech savvy person. And then this kid is a little Iron Man, a little Tony Stark. And the way that he speaks to the kid isn't a normal, healthy way that a normal, healthy adult, especially at that level, with that level of charisma, he approached the kid with a lot of defensiveness that I found a little kind of out of place. Like, unless it's justified where it's him, like it's a version of himself, it's his inner child, and then the kid is like a surrogate kind of projection of that. And then he's healing that, like the kid helps him heal, helps him recharge his suit. But yeah, like maybe that's just reaching, but all of storytelling is symbolic. Right?
Yeah, I think a part of it up until that point was most definitely, from what I'm assuming, defense mechanisms that he's built into place, like starting with the suits and then going into the way that he relationally interacts with people. Like even when Happy mentioned to him about the threat of this Killian guy feeling up on his girl, he was like, all right, I gotta get back to figuring out my stuff, so take care of it and see you later. And that's it, because it's like this detachment that he created where he keeps just the right amount of distance, where it's not too distant, where he doesn't care, because he still cares for the kid even and saves him, and cares for Pepper and why he vocalizes his vulnerabilities with her. But enough distance where he doesn't get more hurt if he develops
attachment,
personal care and attachment towards people and things. And then that's what shows, like he was developing such an attachment to these suits, and for him to blow them all up at the end willingly, like on his own accord, was his way of releasing the actual thing that's been anchoring him the whole time.
That's been limiting him, right? Like limiting his expression and his identity and growth. Because the thing that saved his life then becomes the thing that's confining his prospering, right? Like he can't prosper, or so he thinks.
because it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Like if you use the comparison of technology, for example, right? We use technology.
Thing with me.
Oh yeah. So we use technology every day and we create a sort of reliance on it, right? Where we're searching everything. We get answers quickly and sometimes we don't try to figure out how to solve things. We immediately go to Google or YouTube to get a how-to video or something. So it limits the human potential and the human development, that character development that you could be building in yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're saying. So, but then, yeah, I'm still thinking that through, but you can
All right, I got to reset the camera and then we're going to take a bathroom break and then we will jump right back into it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
So you're going to start us off here.
Let me start with the first thing that really like jumped at me, right? Like this is kind of like a post superhero kind of behind the scenes, almost like they took a camera and kind of followed Tony Stark around to see his day-to-day realities after the events of New York. Like that's how it felt like to me. It felt like the superhero elements were kind of were very restrained for most of the movie.
Like diluted.
Yeah, and what was emphasized more over it was the human aspect. And it opens with Tony obviously compulsively developing and creating new suits. It's presented as a sign of genius, right, which is this hyper productivity, but really as the film progresses, we realize that he has frequent panic attacks and there's the tachycardia, there's the hyperventilation, the dissociation, right? And these things, unfortunately, or for the case of the film and contributing, with my own personal anecdotes, I have experienced panic attacks and insomnia, sleepless nights and battling demons, so to speak. And it's very accurately portrayed. It's like, it doesn't really take much to trigger that like wave of trauma, essentially. Like the trauma is triggered by simple things like a child mentioning the wormhole to Tony. Like that's enough to make him have a full-blown panic attack. And from my studying and my own kind of psychoanalyzing myself, I learned that trauma is not just contingent on memory. How do I explain this? Trauma is not entirely a memory disruption or a memory problem, that it's a physiological problem. And essentially, from what I remember, it's the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for threat detection, becomes overactive and in his case becomes hyperactive. And the hippocampus, which is the important part, the hippocampus is the part that's responsible for memory contextualization. That part becomes severely impaired. And then what happens is your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for the executive emotional regulation of your system, that part becomes also impaired, and then it becomes incapable of managing the different facets of these different components. And so what happens is the mention of the word wormhole or the mention of the word New York is enough to then activate an already hyperactive amygdala, but then with a impaired hippocampus that is responsible for the memory contextualization, your brain literally can't contextualize New York as happening in the past. So it literally treats New York, the word, the mention, as the thing that happened and makes you believe that it's happening again right now in the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why you feel kind of overwhelmed and you can't really control that because it's a physiological impairment. So it's not just contingent on memory disorganization. It's a reorganization of your physiological capacities or components. And yeah, like it shows. And there was the emphasis by, what's the name of the guy? Aldrich.
Mm-hmm.
So Killian mentioned and opened his presentation to Pepper with the brain, right? And he made the analogy of the brain with the universe, and I don't think that was
Coincidental.
I
Yeah.
think that that's on purpose. I think that the brain organizes itself very similarly and very closely to how the universe organizes itself. And there's the alchemical dictum, as above, so below, the Hermetic principle. And I think that there's a lot of emphasis on the brain. And so I think the whole movie is essentially something of a fever dream trip into the deep physiological recesses of Tony Stark's mind post wormhole Chitauri experience.
Yeah.
So it's a psychological investigation. It's a documentation of the side effects of being vulnerable as a superhero or as perceiving oneself as a superhero, but then finding yourself vulnerable and at the mercy of the indifference of space and the void and the vastness of reality beyond the confines of what you've grown accustomed to.
Yeah, that puts it into an interesting perspective, because up until the point of the Battle of New York with the Chitauri and Thor dropping down from Asgard and Loki and all of these cosmic beings and figures that introduce themselves, Tony only knows what he knows, and why I mentioned it like at the beginning of this movie is he only knew the immediate threats on Earth, which were people that he made an enemy with, or whatever it was, like people that just wanted to one up him, just like the Justin Hammer guy, or the still don't remember his name. We should have Googled that.
Jumbadiah.
The bald guy, Jumbadiah.
Jumbadiah. Let's just call it that. It's a biblical name from what I remember.
Oh, Jedediah, I think.
Jumbadiah.
No. Jumbadiah. Okay, if you get to the end of this video, that's gonna be the magic word. It's gonna be Jumbadiah. But anyways,
Jumbodiah.
just like you said, and he always like attached himself to the material things, and mentioning what you're mentioning about the brain and stuff, because I don't know specifically how the brain overcomes trauma and how long it takes. Like obviously it takes longer for certain people over other people. For some people it's not overcome ever. It's just been programmed, and
it becomes a constitutive part of their personality.
Yeah.
There's a personality pre-trauma and there's usually a personality post-trauma.
Yeah, like a split. It becomes like a split. Division in your reality, in your personality, in your being, right?
Yeah, because usually it distorts the sense of self. Like self-consciousness gets reorganized.
Yeah. So very, very interesting, because he also shows, I think that like the fact that he, just like you said, he's not accustomed to, he wasn't accustomed to this like otherworldliness that exists, like the vastness of the universe, and very much materialistic and very much familiarity of what he knows and what he's grown accustomed to, just like you mentioned. I think that that's also what makes him more inclined to addiction, and why in the previous Iron Man movies he had alcohol addiction, and then in this case the addiction is just swapped with the addiction of building suits manically. And so I think that that's something. I wonder how that's linked too. Like I wonder what the scientific link between addiction and trauma is, and how they kind of mesh together.
Well, I'm not a doctor or anything, but my understanding, my like superficial understanding is that the avoidance behavior, avoiding the source of your trauma usually leads to avoidance detachment, derealization, hyper productivity in his case. So what my interpretation is that Tony Stark experienced this moment of absolute vulnerability, and that forced him to kind of try to develop a form of omnipotence. You know, like he wants to be omnipotent now. He wants to be someone who will never be found in that position of vulnerability ever again. So his extreme vulnerability leads him to seek extreme forms of control. And that's what he seeks with the suits, with the various iterations, trying to solve for every variable in every possible situation so that he never finds himself in a position where he's vulnerable to the vastness and the indifference of the cosmos. And I think that on a fundamental level, like past all the superhero jargon and spectacle, I think it's a physical metaphor for spiritual awakening. Like it's a cinematic representation of the stages of psycho development in the shamanic sense, in the most primordial sense of the hero's journey that's been a vast iteration right throughout Hollywood. Hollywood has taken the hero's journey from shamanic traditions and ancient folklore and tales, just like Disney with the fairy tales. And it's this process of psycho development that everybody who's alive has the opportunity to undergo. So it's the hero's journey. You can either refuse the call or you can accept it. If you choose to accept it, then you're in for a ride, because then there's a whole process of alchemical transformation of the soul. You know, like you take yourself from a comfortable position as a billionaire, playboy, philanthropist who is running his dad's company, gets to party every day, gets to enjoy himself every second of his hedonistic existence. And then you are called, right? Usually there's the call to the adventure, and then you undergo the transformation needed to overcome the evils and the shadow aspects of the world and of yourself. And then you get to return to the village with the boon, with the golden boon. And the golden boon is usually gained through fire, through transformative experience.
Yeah. It's interesting you mentioned that too, because if you think about it, ever since the first movie, right, with his first kind of traumatic experience, which was being captured and then almost dying, if not for Yinsen, which we see again in this one, which was nice. But that was kind of his first traumatic experience. And then the interesting thing is that what saved him, right? I think that maybe there's like some correlation here, but maybe in his mind, he believes that the suits are meant to protect him, like you're saying, are meant to save him, are meant to
incubate him
and kind of create a barrier between death and imminent threat and himself. And then that's the whole idea. And then also to the people he loves, like Pepper, which he mentions. But then it's interesting because that was literally the case in the first film. In the first film, when he is first faced with the prospect of death, it's the suit that saves him essentially. Right. But really, I think that this is where it was where he should have had a switch in perspective, but obviously he has it in this movie, which I love the full circle in that sense, is that it was the humanistic qualities of Yinsen and himself and his own genius that saved him, and not the suit, because he comes back from that and then declares himself as Iron Man in the press conference and stuff. And then that's kind of how that movie wraps itself up, because then he feels empowered by this suit that he created and embodying the mechanics of the suit. And then I think that that's just got progressively more and more and more throughout the last film, the last Iron Man film, and the Avengers, and then into this one, is that he really grasps onto that idea, onto that like perspective that the suit is what makes him when it's him that makes the suit. And so the declaration that he is the mechanic is actually the most empowering thing that he can say, because it's not the suit that makes the man, but the man that makes the suit.
Right. Yes.
Does that make sense? Like I
agree. Yeah.
It's the man that makes the hero and not the suit. Like he is the hero regardless of the suit or not.
Yeah. And that's why he's placed in a predicament where he has to rebuild himself from the ground up using Home Depot supplies at a store.
And what did it take?
Like at a regular store.
Yeah, and what it took to do that was the kid kind of reminding him. It's like saying, like,
creativity.
You're the mechanic.
Yes.
You could build another suit, can't you? Because you're Tony Stark. You're Iron Man. Not Iron Man is like latched onto you.
And it's interesting too, because kids tend to take more risks than adults because of their limited exposure to failure, right? So like kids tend to believe in themselves to the extent that they failed in their life, right? So by the time you reach adulthood and you're 30, 40, 50, you failed so many times in your life that you don't even want to deal with any prospect of any new endeavor or any creative task, right? So like this kid is a physical reminder for him to not forget about that childlike innocence that allows you, that's a precursor to genuine creative growth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think
like that's what I think.
I personally loved the integration of the kid in the movie, even though it seemed kind of wonky a little bit at first. Like it seemed kind of disorienting, like you said. Like you don't know if this kid is a figment of his imagination or if he's an actual kid that he's interacting with and engaging with, because the kids in these movies always seem to have like parents that are like never
that are absent.
Yeah, which he did say
his dad left him. So like that's what I felt too, is that like this kid becomes a surrogate for Tony's unrest or his destroyed childhood, right? So like his dad neglected him, from my understanding. And then Tony, maybe to get the attention of his dad or to get the acknowledgement or even praise, became a little genius, and that's why the kid kind of gives echoes of that. And that's why maybe he obsesses over his work and uses his work as a form of empowerment because of that.
Yeah, and that explains like his maybe mirroring the attitude of his dad towards him, like
becoming a miniaturized version of Howard Stark. Yeah.
So that like cold and dismissiveness and detachment is the style that he developed from what he experienced.
So in the scene, the way he's talking to the kid, to me, it's literally him embodying his dad speaking to him when he was a kid. So it's the unresolved, it's the abused becomes the abuser type of deal.
And that's why with the kid saying, oh, but then are you going to leave me just like my dad did? And then he's like, come on, like, don't be a pea. don't be a pea.
Buzzy.
Yeah, but I don't want to say that. I don't like that at all, but whatever.
Hey, it's just quoting. It's quoting cinema.
I know, but okay, fine. He says, hey, don't be a pussy.
You don't got to say, I already said it.
Now I want to say it. I want to say it now. I'm like a kid.
Okay.
But then he's like, he tells him don't be a P word.
A P word, yeah.
And
hey, if Iron Man said it once, we could at least afford to say it once.
And say it multiple times back to back. But then it's because he's confronting that part of himself that maybe as a child felt vulnerable in that way and felt weak, and is like trying to like strengthen him up now and man up a little bit and don't be weak, which is toxic masculinity. Like, and another thing is that the overworking and this obsessiveness with building and specifically for him building the suits and trying to master the craft and working
his pain away, working his trauma away.
That's it. That's exactly how, that's kind of what's taught to men.
That is how men are socialized by the patriarchy.
How they're meant to deal with their vulnerabilities, how they're meant to deal with their sensitivities and their emotions. It's like just work it away and
suppress it,
make yourself successful, and then you'll be all better.
Compartmentalize it, and
Yeah.
just soldier on, pick yourself up by the bootstraps.
But then at the end, like why he gives the kid that space for creativity, it's kind of his way of accepting that vulnerability and that connection and that human empathy and rawness is a strength, and to be like this detached, arrogant person is kind of what got him in this mix up to begin with. And so you don't want to be that, and you don't want to create more enemies, and you don't want to leave nasty marks on people everywhere you go. Like you want to leave a positive impact everywhere you go.
And the true moral is also like how you treat other people usually comes back to either bless
Haunt
you
you.
or haunt you.
Yeah.
And so you create either angels or you create demons.
That's literally what this guy is. This Killian guy was a nerd. He was a nerd.
He was a nerd. He was always going to be a nerd.
That's
and comment below if you know where that is, like where that's from. And we're not going to say where it's from, but it's from something very specific. And
you're a nerd.
You're a nerd. You're always going to be a nerd.
It's like, what? You guys don't like the V-neck now? And
Yeah.
it's like,
Hey,
no,
am I
it's
cool
too
now?
it's too low. And he's like, well, you didn't say that.
I just got to reset the camera. Hold on.
Insiders.
What's really interesting is that this movie came out, I think I had written it here in my notes. I've been taking less and less notes recently. I don't know if you can.
Me too. I haven't been taking any notes almost.
I just write down certain keywords and certain names now just so I can remember it in these discussion portions. I wrote down Iron Man 3 was released in 2013, right? So like real quick, early 2010s, there was an influx of returning veterans from the Afghanistan war and from the Iraq and Afghanistan war. And a lot of disabled veterans were also returning in the early 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea at the time, from what I remember, was like all of society, politically and socially, was somewhat divided on how to treat the disabled veterans that were returning from the war. There was half of the population was more along the lines of treating them as heroes, glorifying them and really raising them on a social, political stage, right? And then there was the other half that was more concerned with like, how are you going to allocate resources to effectively reintegrate these PTSD-ridden soldiers who are extremely traumatized, disabled, some with amputations, a lot of them missing limbs, just like it was depicted here. And they need a lot of ongoing treatment, assistance, and that's expensive, and that comes from the taxpayers' money or from the taxpayers' dollar is what ends up funding that. So all of society was conflicted. Like, how do you navigate this situation where you have people who are extremely traumatized by one of the most traumatizing experiences on earth, which is war, and how do you assist them in a way that satisfies not just them, but also the people who are essentially kind of contributing to that process.
Yeah.
And so this movie reflects that and coincides with that time and really emphasizes the idea of like how essentially like biopolitics, right? Like Michel Foucault would speak on biopolitics, and biopolitics is essentially the transition, right, from sovereign power back in the day where the king had the sovereign say of who gets to live and who dies. So let live or let die. And the power structure has since transitioned with capitalism and modern society, postmodern world, to a biopolitical way of doing things. And biopolitical is basically the managing of biological life, managing the biological aspects of a population or of a set group.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also something called the necropolitics, which is decides who is expendable within that biological subset of the population. And here we see that being enacted almost too perfectly, right? Like you see that the veterans are the ones that are chosen to undergo this tricky trial, this tricky enhancement that that doesn't have 100% success rate. And some people then become by default expendable. And it's that conversation of like, we only accept veterans, disabled veterans, if they are able to be rehabilitated back to the level of normalcy or surpassing it. So we don't really have that much patience when it comes to, people who are weaker in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
Yeah. And it's interesting you put it that way because you're saying that they sought after veterans, right?
I feel like the veterans are already bodies that are bare, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they are bare and stripped from political and social protections, and they're what's considered bare life. So they've already been sacrificed by the state. The moment you join the military industrial complex or you're involved in it, you are being sacrificed by the state. Essentially, you sign your life away to that endeavor, the endeavor of war.
Yeah.
And so these are already sacrificed, and then they are just being used to benefit this guy financially.
That's exactly what I thought, is that they're already disposable.
Yeah, necropolitics.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's
the
kind of
government
like
decides who's expendable.
they already laid their life on the line and put their lives at risk. And so also it's what makes them more inclined to seek after something like this and be inclined to doing something like this, because it's kind of like they've given up everything. Like they've given up
desperate.
They've given up their souls, kind of like they're like everything that they knew, like the way that they perceived the world, their relationships, like they leave everything behind to go and basically put themselves on the front line and kind of hope that they'll make it back. And so they'll be the first to want to resolve the repercussions of that. So they'll be the first to jump at the opportunity if proposed to them. So that's kind of what ends up happening.
And then desperation opens them up to the machinations of manipulation by the founder of AIM, who is Killian Aldridge.
Yeah.
And Killian Aldridge then sells them this miracle enhancement, this miracle drug that's going to take them from a position of disability and is going to rehabilitate them, but also enhance them beyond the level of normal humans. So they become superhumans. And that's when they are weaponized by the government. So these bodies that have been disposed and sacrificed by the government is then weaponized and enhanced for paramilitary purposes. So then it just repurposes that cycle. It's kind of like recycling the remnants of war, weaponizing them, creating them into bioweapons, and then deploying them to service domestic capital or domestic political gain.
And it's interesting because then that kind of connects to
or
Tony.
International interest.
Yeah, and that connects to Tony and his past with his relationship and his involvement in weapons
industry
development and stuff, weapons industry, because all of this came from an equation. At the time, he was still involved in that business. Like he still hadn't undergone the Iron Man transformation at the time that he left that equation on the back of his name tag that the girl ends up using in order to develop hers and Killian's AIM thing that they end up doing with the extremists. So it's like, just like you said, the past haunts him, and then it's kind of like his connection indirectly now with weapons advancement ends up still persisting. He can't escape it.
Because of the Iron Patriot and because of the war machine, right? So whether he likes it or not, his technology has been seized by the government and is being used to further government power and kind of just prevalence on the world stage.
And just like we see, like they end up sending Rhodey in the Iron Patriot suit to these other countries, like to Pakistan and to wherever else they sent him off to, or Palestine or whatever he said. and then he's seeking out the Mandarin, right? And I think that like just like you're saying, it's exactly what's once the government has control, it just I don't know, hadn't but yeah, I completely understand.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I understand what you're
Guys,
saying.
my brain's like,
No,
wow, today. It might be this headband.
But look, no, it's not. I think
It's
that our
okay.
conversations are always reflections of what we've just watched. So like
I'm
the
like,
movie itself is essentially this. It's just a bunch of discombobulated pieces that are trying to
But
fit
you
a
get what I
narrative.
mean. Like
Yeah.
the Rhodey, the Iron Patriot, ends up
Yeah.
becoming for the agendas of the U.S. government. In this case, like they always seek after a third world or other world or other country rather threat.
You know
right?
why that is, right? So the Mandarin in this case becomes a composite terrorist monster. And what that means is they get kind of elements from so many different cultures. I saw dragon symbolism, so it's implying the exotic kind of like Chinese Orientalism.
Mandarin isn't it a form of Chinese?
The Mandarin is the Chinese language, I believe, to speak Mandarin, right? But he is a composite image of what terrorist is, or what the United States government, or in this case, the military industrial complex is constructing this image to then justify the selling of the compound extremis or the development of that compound into a bioweapon. So it's the Hobbesian idea of extending the apparatus of power, which this extension happens once there's a perceived fear and threat that the people then collectively agree to abdicate their sense of security or their personal liberty and freedom in exchange for an expansion of the apparatus of power in order to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the threat of a terrorist attack enables the government to then do more military contracts with private sectors of security, which are led by domestic capital and American CEOs, just like Aldrich, who then is employed by the government to aid them with this solution, with this, perfect solution, which is the extremist solution, which is not perfect. But the imperfections and the kinks that still have to be worked out, that is sold through hyperreality media, where what's projected precedes reality itself. So the casting and the projection of a image of terror creates the feeling of terror, of perpetual terror, of inescapable probability of being blown up when you're at the supermarket or when you're inside of a store inside of New York City. So this one incident then becomes a justification for the apparatus of power to then seize more power in order to deliver perceived security to the citizens. But in this case, it's a closed loop where the image of terror is managed and controlled and constructed by Killian Aldrich and carefully constructed in order for him to then get more government contracts.
There's a word for that too, that
Scapegoat also, like they create the Mandarin as a scapegoat.
And to what you're saying about how they use like the opportunity to assert their control even more, is that an example of that is like, for example, with the 9/11 attacks. And then there's what follows that is certain extreme security protocols, right? And they do that right after events to kind of, but I forget the word, but bear with me here. But they do that to bring relief and to tighten the system after the events. But the idea is that those are meant to be kind of temporary laws that eventually have their expiration date. But then the idea is that they end up keeping those laws into place. And then it's the same thing here. It's when they have the opportunity to use a narrative and run with it then they can kind of create whatever
reality
security systems and decisions. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. To like, convince people that they're doing it for their protection and for their safety.
And that's where the surveillance society comes from. It's like you, in order to protect the citizens from any potential threat, the idea of a potential threat justifies the like permanent security protocols that are meant to be temporary, but then become kind of ingrained in the way that things are conducted. And then
people just accept it because.
And I think that there was a president, I think it was Dwight Eisenhower. He had a speech, like there's a speech online where he warns against the overpowering or overfunding of the military industrial complex. Yeah. And he says that the citizens should balance liberty and safety. Strike a balance.
Yeah,
like,
the farewell address, right?
The farewell address, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm really sorry, guys.
I did write down, so I wrote down AIM, Mandarin, Killian Aldrich, Extremis, and I wrote down the quote, "Failure is the fog through which we glimpse triumph." I thought that was really cool.
One thing I did want to mention about these extremist suits, right, that they're meant to grant superhuman abilities like we see, it's an illusion, obviously, because they're not invincible, even though they seem immune to certain things, just like the Hulk is immune to bullets, and they also seem to be immune to bullets. And it's kind of like the super soldier serum, but a different iteration of it in a sense. But there's the regeneration and even the I was trying to understand like the amputated limbs, right? Mm-hmm. Is it literally regenerating what was once there? So does that mean that these cells does that mean that wherever it was like cut off, that the body still remembers the nerves?
Like phantom limbs?
Yeah. And then so when it regenerates it perfectly as it was?
That's another great question that the film does not answer for us. It does not provide any scientific jargon for us to digest.
But we learned that you can't escape, you can't make yourself immortal. And then that's the predicament that Tony is experiencing. And it's the predicament that even the extremist people are trying to resolve in their own way, but then also end up facing the reality is that you can't perfect anything. And I think we talked about it briefly in A Quiet Place when we were watching that one. But natural selection, it doesn't create a perfect organism because a perfect organism doesn't exist. It only evolves an organism to adapt and to be able to survive in its current conditions. And because conditions are always changing, it can't perfectly predict the future. It only considers the present and the now. Mm-hmm. And so I think that that's kind of what we see here is that no matter what scientific developments they try to make to make themselves invincible or immortal or immune to attacks and threats, and Tony through the suits or the extremists through this like internal thing that they're taking or whatever it is, that you can never perfect it. And that's the whole idea, is that it's unnatural and it's impossible. And so
artificial enhancements, prosthetics.
Yeah. So it doesn't hold up. So even for these extremists, it literally has the word extreme in it, and anything extreme is not good, and balance is the only way.
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I would be curious to see if them exploding is an analogy for maybe suicide rates post-traumatic stress disorder victims, you know?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to figure out, like, is it is it the extremity extremis? Is it the extremity of their PTSD that makes them
volatile?
Yeah, that makes them explode.
I think it's the severity of your trauma is probably reflected in how you react to the drug. So some people just can't take it, and then they immediately self-implode, or they just can't. I don't know.
I really loved the concept of the shadows on the wall, and that whoever was the one that took because even when Tony was walking through the explosion that Happy was involved in, it didn't account for the one person that actually took the thing, because he just disintegrated or vaporized completely, so much so that there's no trace. There was no trace of him.
And that's also another thing too, is that people who have pathologies and who have traumas, they usually also affect other people around them.
Yeah.
So it's not just affecting themselves. And that's what happened when all of these veterans, disabled veterans, were returning from Afghanistan and from Iraq, that they were affecting the social structure itself, was kind of reconfiguring itself and reorganizing to then suit them and to kind of honor them and figure out how to rehabilitate them, how to heal them. But that's something that like takes time. It takes time for you to develop a treatment and to really treat these pathologies. Like it's a deep seated issue. It's not something that you just resolve with a injection or with a medication or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that I think it takes like a almost supernatural, honestly, resilience to be able to overcome certain traumas, like especially war-related ones. And it's interesting because there's already a connection in the characters in the Avengers, because Captain America and Tony Stark have been either directly or indirectly involved in war, in whether it's weapons production or for Captain America, who was a soldier. It's interesting how they already integrated that, but then you see that what makes them heroes is not the suits that they wear or the powers that they have, but their ability to overcome their vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what defines a hero, because even Captain America, for example, the suit was never, or the super soldier serum and the Captain America suit was never what made him a hero. It was his selflessness and his resilience and his persistence and consistency and his moral and ethical code. And I think that the same is obviously said for Tony Stark, and it shows in this movie and in the last one when he flies up with the nuclear missile or whatever.
Selflessness, empathy.
Yeah, it is what defines and is what but that takes like a lot to be able to kind of absorb your pain like a sponge, and then still be able to extend yourself even more to protect people.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's why there are soldiers who will continue to go out and who will continue to fight, but then there are the soldiers who end up crippled by it emotionally and mentally because of the traumatizing nature of it. So
yes, one of the other things that I also found super genius that the film was able to kind of put together is this idea of Orientalism. It's the traditional xenophobia or the prejudice that people usually have towards the other, right? So especially in Western culture, usually the Orient is positioned as this perpetual threat that could invade us or that could disrupt our day-to-day lives in a way that is unpredictable and that then requires the overarching shield and protection of the good old government, right? So there's like a beautiful depiction of that, but also the movie capitalizes on the very thing that it's satirizing.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
It does.
It uses the Mandarin as a point of contention and uses him as a villain, as an enemy to drive the plot forward. And the audience, us, we convince ourselves that even without any real ideological cohesion, like we are convinced by the sheer display, by the society of spectacle, which posits that advanced capitalism, which is what we're in now, the politics in advanced capitalism is defined by orchestrated spectacle. That politics becomes a theater, a show, a series of orchestrated rituals. That's what becomes our political reality. And the way that happens is through the control of images, just like I alluded to earlier. The hyper real becomes more real than the actual real itself. So it's this paradoxical situation that we find ourselves in. And a good example of that is when the media fearmongers, right, and shows one off incident where somebody is violent against another person, and this is one incident that's filmed, it's documented, and then the media takes control of that, takes possession of that footage, and then stamps it in all of its outlets. And so that taps into the affect economy, where emotions become these things that aren't just felt individually, but they're actually collectively shared, and it actually becomes contagious. So fear becomes contagious. It becomes something that affects us, right? It becomes affective marketing, affective media control. And that produces fear. And so fear then becomes a thing. It becomes a symptom, a symptom of the political climate.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's hyperreality, and that's politics. I don't know.
But
I don't know. But the Mandarin, like, my point is that the Mandarin is brilliantly shown as the epitome, right? There's like pseudo-Islamic contextual cues. There's Islamic writing mixed with Chinese symbols and Chinese iconography with the dragons. And the actor speaks in a semi kind of like the Middle Eastern accent a little bit. And so he becomes a composite terror image, which is what we talked about before. And that moves and sells the tickets for the movie Iron Man 3 because it literally proves that humans have an innate prejudice system. And that's why even Tony Stark tells Jarvis to kind of manage the level of prejudice when dealing with the extremist villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that word was used on purpose by the script writers, is that prejudice is what this movie uses to maybe determine its targets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's metaphorically presented in that little scene where Iron Man is commanding Jarvis to manage his prejudice, because that's what the movie's teaching and also uncovering.
Yeah. So
showing.
then to break it down is the movie is leveraging the fact that people have prejudices.
Yes.
Right? But then it flips it on its head. So then it makes you question your own prejudices, but it initially used those prejudices to begin with. So
to profit.
You basically question the prejudices that were kind of in a way nudged by the movie itself.
Yes.
But then did the writers 3D chess that and then know that they were going to use the prejudice to flip it on its head to further instill that the prejudice needs to be addressed?
Yes, the prejudice becomes a Trojan horse of sorts.
Huh.
It got people into the theaters, especially during the time, right, with the war that was happening, and so everything was real. Bin Laden, getting executed by the U.S. government. It's like these things happened, and that's what it was profiting off of. So it profited off of the zeitgeist, the pervading emotional, affective economy, right? So it inserted itself in the vein of culture, profited off of the fear mongering of an Orientalist image that feeds off of xenophobia and feeds off of prejudice, and basically calls out that intrinsic innate tendency in all humans to kind of be fearful of the other, of the other tribe, of the barbarians at the gate, this ancient fear, and then uses that, but then also positions the film as like an indictment of the military industrial complex, but still profits off of it.
And to further that, right? We're already kind of not saying that this isn't something that you can rewire and you can retrain, but we're already kind of geared towards confirmation bias, where if we already have an opinion or bias about something, then we don't tend to search for anything that counters that bias. And so we are actually even more likely to remember facts, only remember facts that confirm our biases than facts that don't confirm our biases. And so in this case, like just like you said, it's using the imagery, it's showing like this spectacle of a person, which is the Mandarin, embodying what you're saying, a stereotypical terrorist person, right? That our biases would confirm to us, okay, yes, because of the images that they're showing us, and then we're confirming it the whole time that this Mandarin person is a terrorist, and he even calls himself a terrorist. And so we don't look for any clues that might divert us from believing that. And so then it just ends up amplifying it even more. But if we were to now start looking at the clues, which I started then picking up on with the bombs and the explosion that happened with the first veteran that we see, was that there was already like a conspiracy. And that's usually what ends up being the case, because it's also argued that, well, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist on here, but it's argued that Bin Laden, for example, and Bin Laden's relatives were in cahoots with the U.S. government,
With
specific political
with
figures.
the CIA.
Yeah, and
Like,
that
there's,
they
like-
met before
Yeah.
his assassination. And so it's like, and there's evidence of that, but which is interesting. But that
The
all gets
rabbit
buried.
hole is deep.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be that here. But you get the point. Is that the idea is that it's all kind of,
It's all orchestrated.
It's all
spectacle
orchestrated,
in order
yeah.
to justify political control and political overreach and military spending.
and it's because they already have. I think that part of it is that they already have, just like you're saying, they already have the plans for what they want to achieve, whether it's, building more nuclear weapons or whatever it is, or getting more military funding, or tightening the security control systems and putting those in place. And I remembered the word, it's state of exception.
The state of exception.
State of exception is that they're able to overrule the law in order to guarantee the safety for right now. But then those states of exceptions don't end up having like a sunset clause where it expires and then they stay in place and it ends up sticking, and then people just give away their liberties, their civil liberties, in exchange for security. And
That's what
that's the
Dwight
whole idea.
Eisenhower warned against.
Yeah.
That's literally what he warned against. He warned against the idea of using the state of exception indefinitely, which is what we live in now. It's like, and the way they do that is through the Orientalist propaganda, which is constructing a omnipotent threat that's always knocking at the door, that's always possibly around the corner, like lurking around the edges. And that's how they justify military spending. So instead of spending towards improving public education, towards improving roads, healthcare, free healthcare for everybody, instead they invest majority of the funds into military prepness or preparedness, which is justified by this perpetual threat that's always looming. And that is only now in modern capitalism. Only now is that considered the norm. Like it used to be the case where that would only be enacted, like hyper investment in extreme investments into the military industrial complex only happened with war.
Yeah.
It's like with the threats of war.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be
all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Now it's all the time. There's always advancements in military every day, every second, because there's the Middle Eastern.
It's almost
threat.
like an extreme case of, for example, what Tony is experiencing, right? And he justifies it by, I'm trying to keep myself safe and keep the people I love safe. And it's like justifications and always feeling this impending doom and threat. But then obviously times 10 because the government does it in a manipulative way and they already have it kind of planned out, mapped out what their end goal is from the beginning. And so it's not like
Tony's like a miniaturized version of that.
Tony is just paranoid. And then in our case, it's not that we're paranoid, it's that we're trying to seize control. It's like we're trying to make ourselves more powerful. It's a ego trip times 10,000 of a U.S. government heads all together.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to be vulnerable.
And not just U.S. government. It's a lot of other countries too, right?
That's why he developed 42 suits.
It's like trying to gain leverage or trying to have the upper hand all the time. And then it's like
domination.
Going to extreme extents to do that. Yeah.
Control, domination, power, productivity, all that good stuff.
I really like, there was a word I wanted to point out. I had to write it down because it wasn't coming to me. Anagnorisis, which is what Tony is experiencing, is the moment in tragedy when.
That's what we talked about with Ned Stark.
Yeah, when the lead character ends up having like a critical changing point or realization within themselves and their true nature, and then that's what Tony realizes. And I think that's what I really appreciate about this one, is that with it ending with him removing the arc reactor, even though it's not really the end, and we know that it's not the end because there's more movies that come and he's still in it. I think that it's like an interesting way, because you mentioned the hero's journey before. I know I'm like sidetracking from the government thing, but we could get back to it. Yeah. But it's because I wanted to mention the hero's journey thing that you mentioned earlier, about how there's the call to action. It feels like at this point, I think that the hero's journey, the mistake is that you're only called to the action once, but I don't think the calls ever stop coming. I think you're constantly called, and then you're constantly called to continue to transform and develop and grow in different scenarios. But then there's obviously the initial call. And then in this case, he's laying Iron Man to rest in a way, but then the irony is that he's going to be called to be Iron Man again and have to make suit again and suit up again and have the arc reactor. But then in that sense, it'll be the integration part of it. I mean, with the anagnorisis, good job. I can't say it. Anagnorisis. It's literally him discovering. It's him discovering the hero within himself, and I think that's something I'll appreciate about this movie, if anything, is that arc.
Because he's basically semi-disabled if you consider the fact that he has a external prosthetic or tool technology that's keeping him alive. So it's no different than a person who is an amputee and who doesn't have a left leg. And then they put a mechanical leg, a mechanical prosthetic, and then that becomes an extension of themselves. And that's what Tony identifies the suits as. He says that the suits are part of me, is what he says. And that's an ontological statement. That's a statement that transcends existentialism. It transcends identity. And there's also the philosophy of technics, which is this idea that basically humans and technology, or like humans and tools, like humans exist with tools not as externalities, but as constitutive parts of who we are. So tools being systems of language, fire, technologies being sewage systems, pens, blades, axes, swords, anything you can think of as a tool that enhances experience. There's an idea that humans and that element are one and the same, and work together and are one, and
extension of yourself, right?
Constitutive of who we are. Yeah.
Because I think we heard that in Game of Thrones, where, or maybe I'm thinking of Avatar, but I don't know. I'm sure it was mentioned in Game of Thrones by Syrio Forel to Arya about how the sword is kind of like an extension of your arm.
Yes,
in
exactly.
a sense, it's not meant to be something that's separate, that you're wielding and holds the power in itself. Like, you imbue the power in it through your experience, through your humanistic kind of
the like lines that distinguish biological and natural and enhancement artificial, they blur when you enter this realm of like cyborg ethics and transhumanism. And Tony is choosing, because he's privileged to be able to choose that, right? He's put into a position where he can afford to have the cardiologist, which I think at the end, when the main doctor who's putting on the mask and about to perform surgery on Tony, I think the other full circle moment is that's the cardiologist that was introduced by Yinseng, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie. So having that ability to then take away this thing that has been a life supporting and life sustaining prosthetic external aspect of himself, removing that, and then realizing that he's still the same. So then realizing that like the prosthetic was just a crutch for him, kind of, like it was a illusion.
Yeah.
Like
a comfort blanket.
A comforting, like a martyr complex.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a warrior with a scar. It's like there's a martyr complex that people that is usually very appealing to people who have survived traumatic experiences, is that they can really just lean into the martyrdom element of it, which is glorifying the injuries or the event itself and your perseverance through those events, and using that as your identity, instead of maybe seeing what's on the other side, and what's on the other side of the continual growth that you described, that like that's the essence of life. It's continuing your climb, and you're pushing the boulder in your development as a human being. But some people just stay at certain destinations and certain points in that journey, and they really make themselves comfortable there. And I think that's maybe what Iron Man, or what Tony Stark kind of fell in love with at first in the first movie, or at the end of the first movie, when he declared publicly that he was this thing, that he is Iron Man, he is the prosthetic, he is the life support that is supporting the man. So he kind of gets this ability to maybe pause a little bit in his monotonous existence of being just unidimensionally Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And then he finds this new kind of like Shakespearean mask that he could put on, and he has fun with it at first, but then over the span of the movies, you see that the consequences of this overindulgence in this crutch, in this prosthetic, leads to a lot of catastrophe and chaos, and puts the lives of the people that he loves the most at risk. And so he has to make a decision. will he continue to compulsively, erratically spiral and fracture himself, just like it's showing the suits kind of fracturing? Like, is he going to continue to fracture himself and identify himself with the many iterations of these technologies, or is he going to finally sit still at the center of his being? And that's what we see at the post-credit scene, which is what I interpret it as, is both the Hulk, who tried to end his life, who tried to resist the Hulk, who tried to resist his actual, like, being, the essence of who he is, tried resisting it, running away from it, ran all around the world, went to Brazil, went to everywhere, India, tried to find a solution, only to realize that the solution is within. And, you know, through the dialogue process of Carl Rogers' psychotherapeutic process of dialogue.
I have a lot to say to that, but go and reset because then
There's healing to that.
Healing.
I gotta reset on that.
So before I forget, what you mentioned about the end credit scene with the therapy at the end, I thought was like a very realistic reality, a realistic depiction of reality and how we confront trauma and experiences and we see that when Tony removes the arc reactor, it doesn't determine the end of his journey with healing. And so he still is seeking out therapy and is divulging the emotional impact of it. And so it shows that even after the physical scars are gone, which you mentioned how sometimes the scars could become a symbol of like martyrdom, right? Like a
pride.
Yeah, a pride, a sigil of pride, something to wear proudly. It could also be something that even after its physical erasure lingers still in the sense of like pain. And
like trauma isn't a tumor that you can just use a scalpel to extract from the body.
And it's interesting too because this is about PTSD and it's like a hyper realistic
take on
PTSD. I think it's for example, I wanted to use my own experience in a sense, like when I was in the car accident that happened years ago now, like 3 years now, I had fractured my ribs, and there are times still where I feel that it's not like a pain, but I feel that
lingering residual echo.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a tension almost, but it's not a physical one. It's almost like a
psychological tension.
Yeah, like I could sense it there. Like sometimes when I'm laying on that specific side, it's almost like I'm reliving what it felt like the first days, like trying to lay on that side, or rather like not laying on that side because I had to lay on that side. Because if you don't, like, it's so weird to explain the feeling, but I still like feel the like ripples of that in a way. And I think that there's the same could be said to like the mental and emotional traumatic experiences that we have in life, because it traumatizes us in more ways than we even notice right away. And I think that that's the interesting thing about trauma too, because after what happened when Tony first goes into the wormhole and then he comes back down and he ends up surviving, his first instinct is, let's go get shawarma. And it's him kind of just like still not having had processed or felt the full repercussions of that experience. But then over time, like as time progressed and he experienced insomnia and anxiety attacks and panic attacks,
compulsive disorder too, because he becomes hyperproductive to the point where he's trying to solve and rehearse the situations that cause the trauma. So usually, like, it's a common reality for people who suffer from PTSD to then develop OCD in the sense of managing their external reality to the point where it accounts for all of the possible variables that maybe led them to a initial experience of trauma. So even anything even remotely similar, they avoid. So if you got into a plane accident, then you'll avoid heights by default as like a corollary, right? Even if it's climbing a ladder, even if it's going on a roller coaster, it seems different, but it's the same in the sense of the body going through those experiences of being off the ground. So the body then leads people to then compulsively police themselves and create a reality where they can control those variables. And that's, I think, why he creates so many iterations of the suit, different colors, different mechanisms, different ways of coming to him, and different ways of just being, like, as weird as that sounds, but that's what he's trying to solve for. He's trying to solve for death.
Yeah,
vulnerability.
But isn't it interesting though how, just like you're saying, right, that the usually like PTSD or trauma makes you avoid similar situations, but then what can you say about the opposite, like exposing yourself to similar situations, like an exposure therapy? Because when he gives his address out and is kind of like calling for that threat to like put itself in his face, that's kind of him trying to confront the internal turmoil that's happening with the trauma that he's experienced. So I think that, can you say that, are you able to ever fully heal if you become avoidant, or do you have to expose yourself in order to you have
to confront yourself? And that's why therapy is important, because a therapist is qualified to receive hypersensitive information and dark information, heavy information, and they also are stripped of any bias that anybody else in your upbringing would otherwise have. So that's in order to expose yourself to your own experience through dialogue and through uncovering and through retelling of events that maybe you've never said out loud and you've never described out loud verbally or vocally to anybody, not even to yourself in the mirror, right? Or even mentally, some people. So they compartmentalize a lot of these experiences, and then rehearsing it. In his case, it's definitely a pathological rehearsal to the point of compulsiveness, right? Like compulsivity, compulsiveness. And it stems from his avoidance of the actual cause itself, which is mortality. So he hasn't confronted or accepted. He can't accept the idea that he was vulnerable, that his technology failed him. And then throughout the movie, you see a lot of incidents and cases where that happens and keeps happening. His technology fails him, clunky, and far from perfect. And he wants to achieve perfection, but he can't achieve it, just like you said, because you can't account for all the variables.
Yeah.
You can only adapt to whatever you have right now in the moment.
And then a main indicator of growth and transformation is having to be isolated, because then when he passes out and then is taken to Tennessee and then stripped of the last suit that he had on him and doesn't have his money or his resources on him or any way to like get those things, suddenly he has to rely solely on himself. And I think that that's always part of the journey too, is kind of retreating into the self is the foundation for growth to happen.
Complete, like you offer everything that you use to identify yourself with, or everything that you identify yourself with or use to identify yourself, you give that to the fire essentially. And that's the stage of calcination. It's the stage of using fire, because there's a lot of fire imagery in this one, and I think it's because of the transformative quality of fire and how it burns away illusions, it burns away residuals, it burns away anything that's not pure. It burns away impurity. So only pure metals, like pure gold, can survive heat. Pure gold can survive fire. And in this case, you need to be placed in the fire in order to then start taking inventory of your own composition of what you're made of. It's like, oh shoot, I have elements here that are composite granite, you know, and it could be gold, but I'd rather not strengthen that. I'd rather leave it as granite. But when you're thrown into the fire, that part's gonna get burned away.
It's so crazy you mentioned that, because I kind of noticed that this suit was less red than his previous suits. I feel like his previous suits were very vibrant and red, and I think that if we're using like alchemy as like a reference point here, then it's the calcination, the red, the fire that burns away, just like you're saying, the base metals, and then gold is what the ultimate goal is. And this one, it seems like the suit was more golden, and I think that was also like a very cool thing to see. Is the Killian guy literally trying to burn through this iron suit.
Right.
Fire.
Testing it. Testing it with the fire.
And on his heart too, right? And then,
which is the area that's gold. Like on the suit, it's the torso area that's gold, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
So testing it with fire, yeah.
And then even Pepper, like she has to go through the fire to be able to step into a new role for herself, where she has to kind of take initiative to not only save herself, but then also save Tony, because Tony finds himself in multiple predicaments where he's the one who has to be saved by the kid or by Pepper. And I think that that's interesting too, is that the fire, like you're saying, is what is the testing ground, is what burns through, and then what comes out of it is the truth, is the the evolution, and that happens with Pepper too. It seems like when she comes out of it, she has like a clarity kind of, and then it offers Tony a clarity too, and why he decides to do the protocol of, you know, destroying all of his suits after that.
The clean slate protocol. And it's also interesting because Pepper Potts was named CEO of Stark Industries, and she manages the executive functions of the everyday operations at the company. But then you also see moments for the first time where she becomes Iron Man and she becomes Tony Stark, and she literally walks in his shoes, or in this case, in his armor. And so she has to embody the specific attributes that would make one qualified to run that ship, which is the Stark Industries ship. And I feel like that's also a test of their relationship. It's like, can she, because I think that the only right suitor for Tony Stark romantically, or in that aspect of a life partner to build a family and to establish a future, is someone who can basically see the world through his perspective. And embody his lens, which is Jarvis, and that's an externalization of his consciousness, right? Of his intelligence, of something he crafts and he designs. And I found that really interesting. It's like she has to become Iron Man.
Yeah.
Essentially, she becomes Iron Man, which is the archetype. It's the archetype of the hero.
And he has to become her in a sense, in the sense of like being stripped from all of those resources and stripped from the suit, and then relying solely on his own abilities without any of that, with all of that stripped away. So when he's dropped in Tennessee and has to maneuver and has to use his people skills with this kid and with the lady that he's conversing with in the bar, that's when he has to also embody the human experience that someone like Pepper is experiencing.
Yeah.
So they kind of reverse roles a little bit.
He downgrades into a regular civilian, and she upgrades into a hero archetype.
Yeah. And I really like that when you were mentioning the fractals of the suit, and then we obviously saw the hand saving him, which is just himself saving himself, because it's all an extension of him.
Which is kind of like the creation of Adam
Yeah.
finger, right? It's the creator. No, it's the creator and the created.
Yeah.
So it's himself saving himself, but it's his creation.
Yeah.
So he's kind of the Mary Shelley, right? Like he's the
Frankenstein and
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, exactly. And the interesting thing that I noticed is that every time he puts on the suit, I think almost every time I've noticed it, the face, the mask is always the last part to go on. And I think that that's very interesting because it's kind of like the man beneath it is like, that's the final piece, but then that's the part that stays revealed until the end, is like the
until
person.
The last second, yeah, because the suit is the pathology. The suit is kind of the disease here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's elevated to the position of a superpower because of the genius of the one that created, because of its creator. So it's a reflection of the creator. But it's also a carapace. It's an armor. It's an exoskeleton.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And that's why they hide the president in the Iron Patriot one, or like, you don't know who's beneath the suit until you unveil it, kind of, until it's removed.
I thought that was really iconic, like putting the president inside of the Iron Patriot, inside of the war machine, like what that implies and the implications. It's like, it's so metaphorical, just like in
so metaphorical. We've been saying that a lot too. Every time
it's a new catchphrase.
Yeah, it's like, it's so metaphorical.
But yeah.
You had another point, or that was your point?
There's one last thing that I wanted to mention too. Speaking of the suits, the empty suits really make me think about drone warfare, because back when I was in community college, I did a course on American government, and we were talking about drone ethics, kind of. And there was this intellectual thinker, I believe her name was Hannah Arendt, and she was known for studying the Nazi regime. And her conclusion was that totalitarian governments or totalitarian regimes practice something called the bureaucratization of violence. And what that means is that the functionaries of that people become functionaries of orders and procedures that justify atrocities. So basically, a soldier who kills an innocent person is doing so because he is following the line of command.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the bureaucratization of violence. And what that makes the soldier, it makes the soldier not a person who is taking the life of another person and who is seeing that person on a human level, moral, ethical level, and taking those responsibilities. The soldier becomes simply a functionary of the line of command.
Becomes almost like a weapon, even.
Becomes an instrument of violence, essentially. So it's the bureaucratization of killing.
Yeah.
And the empty suits literally remind me of that. It's like, what, like, basically it's the idea of a person who is flying a drone from Arkansas, positioned at a military base in Arkansas, is flying a missile into Afghanistan and watching on a display the missile blowing up and taking the lives of countless people. The connection of that person controlling this VR or controlling things remotely to the violence that they're enacting, that displacement, that distance that's created, that has its implications psychologically. And I think that's what it showed at the end.
Yeah.
It's like drone, like what happens when the person that's enacting violence is separated or distanced from the violence and the repercussions that they're causing.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And can't you argue then that, like, for example, like maybe war, right? Because you use that as an example. if the weapons, like the actual weapons themselves, were removed, and let's say that it was like hand-to-hand combat, and then that was the difference, then that would be like a completely different experience because of that distancing. It seems like they're what.
Yeah. There's an intermediary.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're using a screen to enact violence, then that removes you, you know, thousands of miles away from the actual violence that's being enacted. So there's a moral ambiguity that's created, and an ethical dilemma of like, what does that mean, and where are we headed where that's becoming the norm? And then he showed that when the suits are empty, there's this eeriness to it. When you know that Tony's not inside of the suit, but the suit is functioning as if there was someone inside of the suit, like that eeriness is the incongruency with our natural kind of like state of being. You know what I'm saying? Like we get uncomfortable with things like that because we're used to seeing from a tribal perspective, like seeing our leaders fight hand-to-hand combat, just like you're saying, and have like a personal reason for taking a life. Like there's usually like a reason, divine justice, a reason being enacted. But when it's just, you know, empty, then that's trippy.
Yeah, and you could say that that's kind of the experience for even other things outside of military or war or any of that, or death, or like even our experience with technology. Like that's kind of what it is. It's like we don't really fully, like when people comment hateful things, right? Let's use that as an example, and like just in general, anonymously, it's like that might seem like there might be like a insensitivity to what that really is and what that really means, versus if you were to confront a person face to face and do that, you know? And so then
there's no repercussion, right? Like there's no real kind of like feedback loop on what you're doing, on the pain that you're inflicting. You don't really feel anything with it, so it becomes something that numbs you. So if like what happens to humanity when killing becomes nothing? It becomes, you know, like has no real weight to it.
And it is funny because I genuinely thought that he was in the suit the first time when we realized that he's control. And even when he was saving all those people from the plane, I thought that he was in his suit and he was doing that. And then it seems like it got me twice there, because I wasn't expecting him until we saw that he got decapitated, where I was like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you said, it's almost like you could sense it, but then also you can argue that, just like we've been saying, that it's like an extension, and so his selflessness still extends to this shell of a suit, where he's saving these people from a plane, even though it's the suit doing it and he's controlling it.
Yeah, he's doing the reverse of what the drone strikes.
So then you can argue that like everything that you do online, for example, that you feel is like detached because it's through a screen or whatever, is just a ripple of yourself.
Yeah.
It is. And so there's no detachment from it. And same thing with like what you're saying, like pushing a button to order a kill and having those like layers of detachment from it, still kind of signals to you what kind of person it is doing that.
Yeah.
That it doesn't make you any less
is a
of a killer
of the person enacting it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we've been doing this for a while. I'm getting really sleepy, guys. I'm getting really drowsy.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm grumpy. I need my bottle. I need my water. I need my food. So as promised, at the end of every single reaction video, we will be doing spinning the mentally gone wheel of fortune. Oh.
My name is Callie Lacerda, and I will be your host today.
And I'm from Guyana.
I just need the black hoodie. All right, so here we go, guys.
So just to
moment of truth.
Just to restate what this is. Every single video, at the end of every single video, we will be spinning a wheel that contains a bunch of randomly selected A lot of them sourced from Patreon comments and recommendations, YouTube comments and recommendations, or just personal kind of like channelings of like inspiration and things that we want to revisit or things that we want to watch for the first time. We will be spinning this. We will be doing a rock, paper, scissors first.
Yes, okay.
And whoever wins the rock, paper, scissors gets to spin the Mentally Gone Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Wheel of Fortune or Wheel of Destiny? I think it's Wheel of Destiny.
Wheel of Destiny. You guys help us with the name, but I like Destiny.
Help us pick the perfect name for it, because Destiny implies that that's what we're fixed to reacting to tomorrow.
Ready?
So then the next day, that's what it's like. That's what we're gonna react to.
I want to know. Right. I want to know.
Ready? So all right.
Oh, and lastly, guys. So mine. So every other one is my choice, and every other one is Callie's choice. Mine is the hearts. Callie's the orange circles.
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Right.
Oh, sorry. Ready?
And there are 14 movies on here.
Yes.
On my nose is itchy. Oh, hiccups.
Don't throw me off my game.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Yes. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, I won.
All right, so I'm going to hold it and then spin it with all your might. And then I'm just going to hold it, but I'm not going to touch it once it's spinning. Go.
Okay, here I go.
Let's see. Oh, it literally divided. So you have to do it again.
You have to do it now. It's a sign.
Look at that. It literally paused in between Jurassic Park, which was my choice, because I've never seen Jurassic Park. Did it go alone?
No, don't count it. Do another spin.
And it fell on Avatar.
You're gonna spin now because
right.
it didn't land at first. So go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. Let me hold it for you.
I think you have to do it.
Do it.
Me?
Do it. Yes,
okay.
It's a sign.
1, 2, 3, and let's see. Let's see. The Batman.
The Batman.
That was your choice.
Oh.
All right. So actually, that's a perfect choice because we just wrapped up a Marvel film, and it's been a while since we gave love to DC with the Batman trilogy, and neither of us have seen the Batman. It's called The Batman.
The Batman, yes.
The Batman. So we're gonna watch The Batman next.
Robert Pattinson.
Isn't he the guy from
Twilight?
I've
never seen Twilight.
We have to watch these like ancient movies because Twilight was when I was growing up. I was like, what, 10, 11?
I've never seen
12?
it.
It was the talk of every school. I've never seen it because it was one of those things where it's like, I'm a boy. I play with action figures.
Yeah.
I don't play with Twilight.
I don't know why I've never seen it, but I do remember like girls would wear like the Team Jacob or Team Edward.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh my God. Like we got to watch these like ancient kind of like upbringing movies. But all right, guys. So it's set. It'll be The Batman.
The Batman. All right.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're going to watch the Batman tomorrow. And as always, you said that the secret word for this episode is going to be jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya was the villain of the first.
Isn't that a freaking food? Jambalaya chicken and jambalaya.
That's a Jamaican dish, I believe. But jambalaya, common jambalaya. If you stuck with us since the very end of the video.
Oh, we made it.
I am exhausted.
Me too.
I am famished. I am pooped, as they say.
I know.
Thank you so much for watching this video, for sticking around with us. Hopefully you enjoyed and you were able to follow a lot of the crazy conversations we were having.
Guys, today I was off my game, but we're going to come back tomorrow with the Batman.
The Batman. All right. And with that being said, am I remembering or forgetting everything? Okay. So with that being said, don't forget that it's never wrong
to be mentally gone. Peace to the world. I need to take this headband off.
Let me take my head off.